Pee pee poo poo check. Oh, we sound sexy. We sound real good. What's up, y'all? Give me a second. Oh, fuck, I didn't type it right. Join the Discord. What up, what up? Hold on, chat. I gotta do my streamer shit. Hold on. My water bottle's in the way. Boom. All right, guys, let me let Discord know we are live. Hold on. Oh, you guys can't even hear the background music. Y'all, I haven't streamed in like a week. Nobody judge me. All right? You are not allowed to judge me, chat. I haven't streamed in like a week. All right? I forgot how to do this. All right, everybody knows. What's up, chat? How we living? How we living, y'all? Let me say hi to all y'all. What's up, PB? Welcome to the stream. Nico, welcome. Yisrael, welcome. Ramona, welcome. Chalid, welcome. Sammy. Oh, Sammy's coming over to Twitch. I appreciate you, Sammy. Thanks for popping in. Palin Tax, welcome to the stream. Toothy Foot, welcome to the stream. Lesbian Wolf, welcome to the stream. Bucket the Cow, good morning. Good morning, Sammy. Hello again, but this time on Twitch. Neve, welcome to the stream. Sue, welcome to the stream. Virogram, welcome to the stream. Lils Meow, welcome to the stream. Tyann, welcome to the stream. Mushroom, welcome to the stream. First stream, let's go. Oh my god, Ren is in here. What's up, Ren? What up, Ren? Good to see you. Word Nerd, welcome to the stream. Destroyer, welcome to the stream. Mom, welcome to the stream. Ghostly Dreamer, welcome to the stream. Rebecca, welcome to the stream. Neek, welcome. Oh, this is from Nico from YouTube. Nico, welcome to the stream. Piss Lover, always good to see you. Mbem, good to see you. Aster, always good to see you. Oh my god. Yo, y'all coming in hot with some bits and some subs already. Lils Me Out, thank you for the 9 bits. I appreciate you. Ren, thank you for the 5 gifted. Bro, that's crazy work. That's crazy work, Ren. Ren, I appreciate you. Guys, if you got a gifted sub from Ren or from anybody else, make sure to say thank you, all right? We have good manners here. We have good manners. Ren, thank you for always supporting. It's always good to see you in stream. Also, Shyla, thank you for the 1 month at tier 1 and been subscribed for 4 months. I appreciate you, Shyla. Thank you, guys. I missed y'all. I'll tell you about my trip here in a bit. It's Nikki. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for supporting me monetarily. I want to specify it's never required. It's never demanded of you guys, but it's greatly appreciated. All right. I really want y'all to know that. Like, dead ass. I feel like I never like am like one of those streamers who's like, please give me your subs, please, 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 please. And I don't really want to. Like, you guys support me as is an insane amount already. So seriously, thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me. Those that do support me monetarily, and thank you just for supporting me in general, y'all. Amar, welcome to the stream. Shyla, hi again. Sorry guys, I lost my spot. Wilbur, welcome to the stream. Crystal, always good to see ya. Private's Pancake, hello. Lynn, hello. Bebop, hello. Lulu, hello. Littlest B, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for all the follows as well. I saw the new Final Destination. My friends went to go see that. Y'all, that's just not my shit. That's not my shit. I don't like those movies in general. And then they tried to, like, they watched the 5th Final Destination and they, like, had me watch it. It's just not my thing. It's, like, corny and, like, I already don't like gore like that. But I don't know. What'd you guys think of it? If you guys have seen the new Final Destination or just the franchise in general, because they kept telling me, they're like, I don't know why. Because my friend Ace was like, yo, you got to check out this one. And he apparently picked the wrong one. Apparently the 5th one is the worst one. And in the quotes of his roommate, there's a reason they stopped making them after 5. But I don't know. You guys, I'll see what you guys have to say about that. Littlest B, welcome to the stream. Marble, hello. Judas, good to see ya. Loki. That's kind of a sick name. Welcome to the stream. Clodinger, welcome to the stream. Alex, welcome to the stream. It's Nickets. Thank you again for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Luna, always good to see you, Luna. Rhea, welcome to the stream. Watching from work. I hope you're having a good day at work. On a Sunday? I guess I'm working on a Sunday, so it's really not. It is what it is. Katana, Ben, welcome back. How was apartment hunting? It went well. I thought I was gonna get fucked, but it ended up working out well, guys. It ended up working out well. I'll tell you guys about it. I'll tell you guys about it here in a second. Let me just finish saying hi to people. Garfy, welcome to the stream. It has been long. I haven't streamed in like a week. I actually didn't really check. Let me check this shit real quick. When was my last stream? Let's see. I left on... Yeah, I think it was literally a week ago, guys. Because I left on Monday last week. So it had to be... I think Sunday was my last day. Yeah, 6 days ago. 6 days ago. So... Thank you guys for not abandoning me. It's a stupid... Every creator, if you ask any creator, they're going to tell you the same thing. Every creator has this, like, brain where it's like, if I... stop making content, everybody's gonna stop watching me, and that has never been the case. Like, I genuinely think I could take like a month off and y'all will still be like hanging out waiting for me to come back. Like, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. I don't think I'd ever take a month off. I think I'm gonna take 2 weeks off in August when I go to Italy, which reminds me I need to check in on stuff on that. Y'all know what I mean. Sorry, I'm going ADHD brain right now. Hold on, let me say hi to everybody. Stark, welcome to the stream. Brenda, lunchtime entertainment. I got you. Lobos, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I didn't hate the new one, but it's not the best. Okay, all right. I've seen 1 of 4, Final Destination. Okay, maybe I just watched the wrong one. I don't know, bro. Like, I just already don't really like gore like that, and it just, the premise of the movie seemed kind of pointless. But maybe I gotta watch the first one. I don't know why they didn't start with the first one. Goose, welcome to the stream. Overtime, but I'm getting that bank. Hell yeah. Good shit, Rhea. We moving in with Sarby. You guys will be. Dude, I'm so excited, y'all. The place I found is so sick. I'm really fucking excited. I think I can move in early too. I actually have to follow up with my new property managers. There's so... Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I probably won't be very... like, there probably won't be very many streams for the next 2 weeks. I need to pack my shit. I need to... get rocking and rolling on like getting over there. I need like there's just so much I need to do for this move, y'all. I might have to neglect my YouTube channel just a little bit, but what I will say is I think I'm gonna have my editor put together compilations for you guys. So my thought process with this are like 100 just have my editor go through all the stories and sort them between like 100 of the most evil Reddit stories, and then she can put together like 100 evil Reddit stories for you guys, and like maybe like 100 wholesome Reddit stories, and she can go through and add and organize like wholesome Reddit stories for you guys. So that's kind of my goal right now. I don't know, I haven't even talked to my editor about this, so like that I plan on coming out with at least videos and stuff for you guys in the meantime. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this week is overtime on trying to like pack up all my shit, because in theory, guys, I might be able to move in to my new place like by this weekend. I don't think I'll be ready for that. I think the latest that I can leave is like probably like the 27th or the 28th of May. And then I'm gonna do like a 2 or 3 day excursion to get over there. So like I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. I will literally start off my stream telling you guys what's going on. But the move is happening. I'm super excited. Celia, welcome to the stream. My friend said I add sour to each other's names as a joke, so your dino name would be Sarby Sor. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, that sounds like a scary dinosaur right there. KD, welcome to the stream. Sorry guys, I'm so behind. Hold on. Is your name Soap? Or, excuse me, is your name Soph? Can I call you Soph? Sopch? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Vilsick, good morning. AK, oh my god, I haven't seen your name in a hot minute. AK, welcome to the stream. Shared Prince, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it to stream on time. Althea, welcome to the stream. Mothman, welcome to the stream. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming through. A Screw, welcome to the stream. Loki, Marvel Rivals, and Sarby, hell yeah. What'd you guys get up to this weekend? What is everybody up to, huh? Kondwani, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Sophie. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna call you Sophie from now on. I will remember. I swear. I swear. And if I forget, you can yell at me. Nebo, welcome to the stream. That is the amount of subs that I have on Twitch. It's just like a popular streamer thing to do, to put it on screen. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Dither. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I'm glad it's good background music. LMNOP. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Going to a concert in like 2 hours. What concert are you going to, MBM? Yo, also agree Rivals and Sarby. Bro, I've never played Marvel Rivals. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I can't get into video games. Like, I literally have so much work on my plate all the time. I just, like, can't. I do want to pick up Silent Hill 2 again, y'all. That might have to wait till after the move. And when I'm moved as well, like, dude, this whole move. I literally need it to be June, guys. As soon as it's June, we're off to the races. But right now, I'm just, like, all over the place, bro. Got my hair done and prep for vacay to Puerto Rico. Hell yeah. I hope you have fun in Puerto Rico. I've always wanted to visit. I had dental implant surgery? Ew. I feel like that's good though, right? If it's dental implant, I'm guessing that's probably a good thing. Highly accurate pronunciation of my name? Dude, I love it. I don't even remember what I said, but I did that. Hey, Madala? Is that how you say your name? Madala? Maybe Madala? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming through. Playing Cold War Zombies. Okay, Shyla, I see you. Mickey, what's up, bro? Mickey, I feel like you pop in here every once in a while. It's always good to see you. Thanks for coming through. The Wonder Years. That isn't John Bellion, is it? I think he has an album named that, but I'm guessing it's someone. I'm guessing it's a band. Kai, welcome to the stream. Kaisha, welcome to the stream. Charles Yeast, welcome to the stream. It's so good to see your streams again. I know, guys. I had to be gone, but I found a spot, guys. I'm super excited about it. Have you ever been to the Netherlands? I have not. I have not. What up, Ultra? Welcome to the stream. Woof. Always good to see you, Woof. I'll go to a funeral for my grandpa. I'm sorry for your loss, man. Damn. Fuck your dad, honestly, PB. But good luck on the interview. Good luck on the interview. Yeah, it was super hard for me when my grandpa died. I was really close to him, too. Just know, like, time heals. And I feel like, too, you can't, like, your grandpa would want you to live the best life ever. And I think that's, like, the thing that's, like, really helped me, you know, when, like, handling with the death of a family member. Is, like, you probably spend a ton of time with your grandpa and did the best that you can to make him feel loved. And he probably appreciates that and wants you to, like, be happy and live your life, you know? That's how I think of my grandpa. First time I've had someone get it on the first try. Chat, we 2 for 2 today. We 2 for 2. What's up, Shandizzle? Welcome to the stream. No! Wait, feeling VD after my face plant before the Metallica concert? You face planted at the... Oh, feeling better. Okay. No, you face planted? That's so sad. Punk band. That actually sounds really good, MBM. I'll have to go listen to their music. You'd like them if you like Pierce the Veil? Okay, yeah. I love Pierce the Veil. I did end up buying those tickets, chat. I'm very excited. Rebecca, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. Mine went blank and forgot how to resub with Prime. LOL. That's okay. You figured it out. Thank you for cutting into those Daddy Bezos profits. Guys, if you want to check, if you have Amazon Prime, that probably means you have a Prime sub. It's a free sub. Well, maybe not free. You're already paying for the sub. You might as well make Daddy Bezos pay and support your favorite streamer. It doesn't even have to be me, y'all. It could be some other streamer. Just create more awareness, you know? Create more awareness. Darth Vader, welcome to the stream. Have you ever been to Scotland? I have not. I have not been to Scotland. Ooh, hell yeah. Have fun in France. Hey, Chrissy, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I still got a grudge on you from last stream. Ah, well, let's fight, Crystal. I don't even remember what happened last stream, but like, let's throw hands. LaRue, welcome to the stream. My voice kind of cracked there, but you guys are all gonna annoy that. Oh, my sign is off. Hold on, let me catch up. Aw, cute. Hey, that's still, I'm sure your dad still appreciates that, you know? Just like read it in his honor. Lady Morgan, welcome to the stream. Broke my teeth on my nose. No! Mickey, were you drunk or something? What happened? Saraden, welcome to the stream. I feel bad saying it, but when he died, it was a relief. Honestly, Saraden, for somebody who hurts your life, not adds to it, I think that's perfectly fair, you know? I'm starved for Sarby content. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to go hungry. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have 2 videos to come out. The video coming out tomorrow is pretty much all brand new Am I the A-hole stories. And then the video after that is top 15 most upvoted Am I the Devil stories. I'm just super behind, y'all. This whole move is just like cramping my style. But I promise after the move, well, June is a little busy, but after the move, we should be good. Should go to Ireland. I've wanted to, honestly, y'all, I don't have too much of a travel itch right now. I feel like, here's the thing, chat. I feel like if I had a partner that I was really passionate about and like really like, you know, I would travel the world if I had somebody to travel it with. But like, I just don't have that urge right now. You know, I'm really in my grind set mode. Like, I really am loving all the shit that has come into fruition from my work. And like, that's where my focus is right now. Like, it's a miracle I'm even going to Italy, low key. The only reason I'm going is because my buddy's getting married and I can't miss that wedding, you know? Kelly, welcome to the stream. Coco's, welcome to the stream. Mari, welcome to the stream. Oh, my disease makes me have vertigo plus Crocs plus uneven pavement. Ah, shoot. Did you at least still get to go watch the Metallica concert? Hey, EB agent, thanks for watching the videos. Glad you could make it to the live. I have summoned you. Good luck. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm working on it. If I see you in England, it's on site. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I'm only gonna hit Germany, I think Italy on my trip. I have like a travel agent helping me. And she actually just sent me an itinerary. I just haven't checked it yet. Guys, let me go turn on the sign. Hold on. No, you missed both nights, Mickey. Mickey, that is so sad. I would love to see Metallica live. No. That's so sad, bro. DJ, welcome to the stream. Literally hitting Germany, then Italy in September. Dude, Mbem, we're literally gonna just miss each other then. Because I think right now my rough flight is gonna be, I'm gonna fly in on the 16th, and then I'm gonna fly out on September 1st. I'm gonna fly in on the 16th of August, and then fly out September 1st. Yeah, Vilsic, you get it. I just, y'all, like, don't get me wrong. I understand the value of traveling, and I understand, like, you're young, you're supposed to do stuff, whatever. But I just really want to be financially set. The motions going on something that I'm really passionate about, aka this. So, like, I'm just so locked in, chat. I made my son and my partner go. I think that's cute. Hopefully they took a lot of videos for you. I am Cummy. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see you. An absolutely legendary name. Really quick, guys. Let me fill you in. Not a ton to fill you guys in. Just a little recap of the trip. I flew in on Monday, and I had my buddy his name's Ace. He's also a content creator. He let me, shout out Ace, bro. Ace saved me so much fucking money on this trip, y'all. Because I would have probably had to like rent an Airbnb for 5 days. But my boy Ace was like, yo, we got a spare bedroom with a futon. You're welcome to stay there absolutely free. He also was like, oh, I ride my motorcycle everywhere, so feel free to take my car whenever you want. Like, this dude really did save me probably like a couple $100. So I appreciate him immensely. You guys actually have probably seen him. Let me send his Instagram real quick if you guys want to check him out. That's the least I can do for him, bro. Really, really awesome dude. Like, I'm part of the reason I'm so excited to move to what's his Instagram? It is Ace. Is it of underscore? Yeah, part of the reason I'm so excited to move there is because I'm excited to be closer to this guy. Like, bro is a grinder, chat. Bro grinds hella. But I just sent it. I just sent his Instagram and chat if you guys want to check him out. But my buddy Ace saved me so much money, bro. But yeah, W Ace, big dubs Ace. Mari, thank you for resubscribing with Prime, baby. They've been subscribed for 3 months, making Daddy Bezos pay 1 more month. I love it. I love it. Y'all check for the Prime sub. Mari, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me. But yeah, Ace was a big dub, chat. Ace really did. Oh, I forgot to put on my face cream today. I still haven't like nailed it down, chat. All right. Shit. Sorry, ADHD is fucked today. Yeah, so I got there. Bro picked me up. He's roommates with a couple of other creators that I know. This guy named Champagne Mike. A guy who goes by Magic Mike. And it was super fun. We had a great time hanging out together. I only looked at apartments for 1 day. Like, I wanted to give myself multiple days to do so, but I found the apartment that I really, like, I remember seeing it online and being like, whoa, this one's sick. And then we went and toured it, walked around, and I was like, this is the one. Now, the problem, chat, was that it came furnished, which is super weird, by the way. Like, and it's weird because, like, I mean, the weirdest part for me is, like, okay, when you furnish an apartment, I think you're, like, you want to be as broad as possible, right? But when I ran across this apartment, it had a room, which is going to be my stream room. It had a room with 2 twin beds. And I was thinking about this. I was like, how weird is it that, like, they're really narrowing down the people that like rent this apartment to a couple or a single parent with 2 kids that they're going to have them share a twin bed or a room together, specifically twin beds. Like, I thought that was super weird. I was like, you're literally like whittling down your prospects just by having this room with 2 twin beds. So when I was walking through it, I was like, hey, I'll literally sign this place today. All they got to do is get rid of the furniture. And they agreed to that. We came to, I don't know if y'all followed me on Instagram, but I was a little worried because they wanted to double up on my security deposit, and they claimed it was because of my cat. But it ended up actually being because they were a little, not skeptical necessarily, but like, because I'm self-employed, they're just a little bit worried. Like, I have a really good credit score. I had to send them like bank statements and stuff. Like, everything was lining up, but they were just like, just because you're self-employed, we're a little bit worried. And that's why that's the real reason why we wanted you to double up on the security deposit. So what I did instead is I was like, hey, like, let's do regular security deposit, regular pet deposit, all that. I will pay a couple months in advance. So that's the agreement that we reached. I don't know if y'all saw my story, but I literally said, I was like, I feel like all my content, everything I always preach is just like communicate. Like, most issues could be solved with better communication. It's all miscommunication or not communicating what the real problem is. And that was literally the case, y'all. All it took was like us being on the phone for literally, chat, like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. No, exactly. That's how I felt, y'all. I was like, double security deposit is wild. And also, like, I mean, you just hear horror stories of like, and I told him, I was like, dude, like, because he kept being like, oh, we're not trying to take your deposit. We're just trying to like make sure that we're covered on our end. And I was just like, dude, like, you gotta see it from my perspective. Like, nobody likes landlords or property management companies. You hear horror stories about them all the time. I was just trying to be like, dude, like, I don't want you to be able to rob me of a lot of money, y'all. I don't want to say how much my rent was, but like a lot of money. And so it just worked out better because I committed, like, they already have a couple months of rent, which was a pretty penny out of my pocket, but I would much rather do that because I'm going to pay that rent eventually. And we're all good on the security deposit. So moral of the story, y'all, I think being able to address tough conversations head on is, but not make it hostile, is a very good skill to have. Because me and this dude, like, we were kind of like he was voicing his concerns, I was voicing mine, but the entire time we were like trying to come to a conclusion together that worked for both of us, that we were both happy with. And like, that's just how life be. That's how it is when you're trying to find an apartment to live in. That's how it is in a relationship. That's how it is with a friendship. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I signed it. I paid everything that I need to. They are currently moving out the furniture and stuff, and I think they're gonna like clean it and make sure everything's working, and then they're gonna text me and be like, bro, it's ready for you. So I'm excited, y'all. I can't wait to show you this place. I think my general plan for right now is I'm gonna stream as many times as I can this week while also packing. My main priority is gonna be packing, but I'm gonna try to stream as much as possible, record as many videos as possible, and then probably go AWOL by the end of this week. By like Friday, I shouldn't be streaming like at all because I got to pack my streaming setup, guys. I got to pack my streaming setup and all that. So, my idea, and I have to plan this out, but my idea is that I think I'm going to try to vlog. I've never done one of these before, but I'm going to try to vlog on my channel. I'm going to vlog my move. And then in that vlog, I will show you guys my new apartment, my new place. I think that would be sick. I think that would make, I don't think the video is going to perform as well as my reading Reddit content, obviously, but, you know, a little side quest video every once in a while. A little side quest video never hurt no one, you know? You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan, chat. Plan is to stream as many times as possible this week while also packing up all my shit. And then at the end of the week, I'm just going to kind of like call it quits just so that I can basically be as prepared as possible to move as soon as possible. Jane Cat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, moving vlog. Moving vlog, baby. Yeah, I figured a lot of people aren't going to want to watch it, and that's fine. But I also want to start maybe uploading a couple of random videos here and there on my channel because don't get me wrong, guys. I'm going to do the reading Reddit thing for a very long time. I don't want to get locked into that being the only thing I can do. Hey, sounds good, Mickey. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you coming through here. Chicky, welcome to the stream. Hold on, let me say hi to some people. Choir Collective, good to see ya. Josie, good to see ya. Solar Loss, always good to see ya. Leah, good to see ya. Gave Ace a follow. Hell yeah. Hannah, welcome to the stream. Okay, I think I got everybody. Hopefully. Yeah, maid stream will be a new apartment, guys. I just don't have time to plan that right now. Moving in short notice is so nerve-wracking. It really is, but I'm kind of ready for it. I'm kind of ready for it because I don't have like I don't really have shit to keep in this apartment. Like the only thing, everything that I'm really required to keep in this apartment is right in front of me. Like I want to keep all my stuff for my streaming setup. I got to keep my computer and shit. This foldable table I want to keep. But pretty much everything else that you guys see, like big stuff, I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of the couch. There's a coffee table. I'm getting rid of both these chairs. Cat tree over here. I'm gonna get rid of the cat tree. I'm gonna get Beans a newer, bigger one when I move. I'm very excited, y'all. I'm super excited. Vlog sounds really fun. Hell yeah. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Tainted Wolf. Echo, welcome to the stream. Are you taking your plants? Yeah, I'm gonna take my birds of paradise. I'm really fucking proud of that plant, y'all. The fact that that plant isn't dead is a miracle, chat. Because I can't say I'm the best plant owner. But by God, like, I mean, it doesn't look fantastic. Although I will say, y'all, other birds of paradise plants that I've seen are not as, like, there's not as much plant to them, you know? Like, I feel like mine has so many leaves compared. Like, I have a friend who has a really tall birds of paradise plant, but it only has like 4 leaves on it. Oh shit, y'all. I missed some memberships. Sorry, guys. It doesn't show on here. Shared Prince, thank you for joining the Bean support group. I appreciate you. And Charles Yeast, thank you for the Bean support group. Join. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys want to join my YouTube memberships, those are, I think, like $2 a month is the lowest tier. Just extra way to support me. I appreciate y'all. Reminds me of a Monstera. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I love that plant, bro. Not enough sun? I mean, it's as close to the sun as it possibly could be, so... Yeah, now that I think of it, I don't know where the most sun in my new apartment is going to be. I do have a balcony, y'all. I have plans for that balcony, by the way. I have fun plans for the balcony. Oh, I would love... Sammy, I want a garden so bad. I love growing shit. Yo, oh wait, Sammy, you know this. Sammy, have you heard of the Tulip House in Minnesota? That's like right around where we live, bro. Hold on. Tulip House, Minneapolis. Yeah, hold on, wait. Let me try to find good pictures of this thing. I do want to stop by the Tulip House real quick. I guess we could do this real quick. Hold on. I hope this is a good video of it. But it's literally like a house that like plants tulip. Like, look at how pretty that is, chat. Hold on. Yeah. I feel like that's not even a good angle because it wraps around. It wraps around to the other side too. It's so pretty, chat. I drove by it the other day and I was like, fuck, I gotta go stop by. But Sammy, have you heard of this? Like, I think this is pretty popular. Yeah, you know what? Tomorrow when I go on my run, I think I'm going to stop by. Yeah, I would love to have like a pretty flower. Whatever my wife's like favorite flower is, I want to figure out if we can grow it, you know? Like, that's the type of shit I want to be on, chat. Like, I love that shit. I don't know if that's possible or if whatever, but like, you know, if she likes carnations, I'm like, let's figure out how to plant some carnations, you know? Oh yeah, just avoid lilies like the plague. Yeah, obviously not. If her favorite are lilies, we won't be doing that. Cottage core lesbian Sarby. Y'all are fucking crazy. Lesbian Sarby goes hard. All right, chat, we got to get started on the reading. I can't be live for too long today. 3 hours max. 3 hours max. So we got to get started. Zara, welcome to the stream. Whew. Oh, Roy T. Gabby, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, guys, like up the stream. Yo, we got 70 people on stream, but only 26 likes. Y'all slacking. I leave for 1 week and y'all forget how to be in my stream. Come on, y'all. What are we doing? What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you, okay, chat? I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all are cuties. All right. Okay, chat. I am going to try something a little different. All right. I'm going to try something a little bit different. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I'm going to not do an intro for this video. I just want to test it. I want to try recording an intro after I've recorded the stories. Just because I know. All right. I love including you guys in the intros, but I just realized it's harder for me to do the most engaging intros if I don't have all the information to work with. And right now, I don't have all the information to work with because I haven't actually read the stories yet. So we're just going to try it, chat. We're going to try it. And if I don't see a noticeable increase in my retention during my intros, we will go right back to it. I swear. But I just want to test it. All right. That's what being a YouTuber is about, chat. You got to test some shit. You gotta always be evaluating and seeing what you can do best or better. And according to YouTube rules, the way I do my intros is not the best. It's not the most efficient. No, we hate change. Hey, who knows? We might go back. We might go back. All right. Little fun experiment. So no intro today, chat. No intro. Just going straight in the stories. But I'll give you guys a little teaser. We're going to start it off with, am I the a-hole for not letting my boyfriend be the hero while we were getting mugged at knife point? That sounds wild. I don't know why the G's are cut off here. Kind of pissing me off. Oh no. Why does it cut it off like that? What? Y'all see this shit? I'm getting a little butthurt. Can't even lie. I can't even lie. My husband got jealous over the girl he led on for years at our wedding. Gee, that sounds messy. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister not to announce her pregnancy at my wedding? Because I was going to announce mine, but she did it anyways. T. New update to my sister's upset I babysit my friend's baby over her nightmare kid. How can I get my family to understand that her kid is a nightmare? My mother-in-law decided to gossip with my daughter about my marriage, blowing a giant hole in my life. And finally, I learned the real reason my ex left me. Chat, we got some good ones. Y'all. Chat, y'all better like up the YouTube stream, all right? I'm gonna be real sad. We could easily get it to at least 55, chat. Easy, bro. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling that up to 55, okay, guys? That would be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties, all right? And knee-high pasta. Maybe even... Nope, that's going to hurt my brain. Knee-high pasta. Thank you for the Prime sub. I'm sorry. I was like trying to figure out if I was saying that wrong or right. I don't know. I was probably saying it wrong. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate you making Daddy Bezos pay. And Yui Sean, resubscribe with Prime. They've been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you guys for making Daddy Bezos pay. I appreciate you guys cutting into his profits and helping me out. Y'all are the best. Thank you guys. Okay. Let's get this started, chat. Am I the a-hole for not... Am I the a-hole for not letting my boyfriend be the hero while we were getting mugged at knife point? Posted in r/am I the buttface. Original post March 15th, 2020. My boyfriend is a big hero fanatic and does everything in his power to be like one. It's really endearing, and it's one of the many things I love about him because he wants to be the good he wishes to see in the world. But this mindset he has is why we are fighting right now. We've been quarantining in my apartment, he's not on the lease, and he suggested we go on a night walk since we've been getting stir crazy from being inside all day. He figured that it'd be better for social distancing to go out at night. I was hesitant because we live in a bad neighborhood, but he assured me he'd protect me. Y'all, it might be too early to be making predictions, but what if he, like, is planning this, you know? Like, what if he's like, what if he's like, I want to look like a hero in front of my girlfriend? Because all of this is his suggestion. Just saying. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but 2 paragraphs in. On our walk, we were cornered by a man with a knife that demanded our wallets. I remember John Mulaney's Street Smarts bit from the Netflix show and was going to throw my wallet past the mugger so we could run away. Honestly, that's the smart thing to do. But my boyfriend started arguing with him and was spouting off a bunch of stuff about justice and how the mugger wouldn't get away with this. But like written in the SpongeBob chicken wing meme. It looked like he was getting ready to fight. I was taken aback by this, and I guess the mugger was too, because it gave me enough time to take the important stuff out of my wallet while he was distracted. I interrupted my boyfriend's monologue and said, "Take it, just don't hurt us," and threw it behind the guy. When he turned, I grabbed my boyfriend's hand and we booked it back to the apartment. We got home safely and I was relieved that we were okay, but my boyfriend was fuming. He was pissed that I interrupted him from protecting me when he could have, in his words, clearly handled it himself. Okay, hold on. Couple questions. First off, what about this boyfriend's wallet? You know what I'm saying? Like, why was it, you know what? Are y'all picking up, like, is she trying to insinuate that he's kind of a freeloader? Like, did he not bring his wallet with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's, like, she very casually dropped, he's not on the lease up here. Maybe homeboy's a little bit of a dud. What was the second thing? Also, just in general, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if somebody has a knife pulled on you, don't. Like, why risk it, bro? That man has a sharp, pointy object. No matter what you do with your hands, you are probably going to get stabbed somewhere. And odds are not in a very good spot. Just give him the wallet. It's not worth it. It's really not. I told him he could have gotten himself killed. He said that he was obviously stronger than the mugger and would have won. I explained to him that the guy had a weapon and my boyfriend didn't. So the odds were stacked against him. Not only that, but I didn't want my boyfriend to get killed over a damn wallet. We argued for longer than necessary, so I shut it down and told him we could talk about it when our adrenaline wasn't so high, but I needed to file a police report while the event was fresh. He stomped off to our room while I called the cops. When I was off the phone, I went to lay with him, but he rolled away from me. The next day, he was still angry and had already told his friends and family about what happened to us. I thought that they would be understanding about how I handled it, but they were mad at me for not letting him have his opportunity to be a hero. His mom even ridiculed me for emasculating him. What kind of fucking Marvel movie do you live in right now? Like, what? Y'all, this is what happens when we don't criticize adults who are into superheroes a little too much. All right? Like, let's leave the superheroes for kids, because, like, that ain't how the real world works, bro. I want to reopen the conversation so we can understand each other and move past it, but if he isn't receptive, I'm going to ask him to move back in with his mom. I want to understand where I went wrong, if I went wrong, but honestly, I feel like he's being childish and unreasonable. I just want to know, am I the a-hole or is he? Listen, y'all. Like, okay, first off, to start this off, OP is not the a-hole. The a-hole is the boyfriend here. I think no matter whether or not he wants to have this conversation with you, you should break up with him. Because here's where my brain goes. If you procreate with this man and have his kids, if he can't generally understand that it's a bad idea, like, listen, if he can't understand that it's generally a bad idea to fight back against somebody with a weapon, that is not logic of anybody that A, I want to be with, or B, I want to have kids with. Like, bro, if you want to do a hero thing by yourself when the only life that you're putting in danger is your own, it's still stupid, but sure, bro, go for it. Your girlfriend's here. Like, her life also matters. Your stupidity could result in her getting stabbed or worse. Like, is bro gonna do this when you guys have kids together? If you guys have kids together, I should say. To me, this is an ick. To me, this level of stupidity and inability to logically not only not put yourself in harm's way unnecessarily, but somebody that you claim to love, their life unnecessarily. Yeah, I just get rid of the whole man. All right, this is the shit that we should get icks for, not chasing after a ping pong ball. What are you guys saying? What is chat saying? I'm guessing you guys are saying the same shit, huh? Ooh, Lady Morgan thinks he's lying to his friends and family about what actually happened. But, like, I doubt it if, like, the mom is like, yo, you're emasculating my son because you didn't let him almost get stabbed. Like, what? I just don't see how you could lie about that, you know? You can't be a hero if you're dead? Exactly. Nearly a scene from Batman. That's what I'm saying, littlest B. Yeah, just hand over the wallet, cancel cards ASAP, not that deep. Here's the thing, Choir Collective. If he left out that the man had a knife, I mean, like, listen, someone comes up to me and they're like, we got mugged, but we got mugged by a guy without a weapon. That's when I'm like, did you actually get mugged? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole point of a mug is that someone has more power than the other person. Like, I'll take 2 against 1 any day. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, let me distract him and you just start fucking going for the knees. Like, all you need, bro, if it was 2 against 1, I would be like, yeah, listen, like, I'll be the tank. I'll be the tank and I'll hold on to him, but you just kick him right here. You kick him on the side of the knee right here, bro's tapped. All right, knee gone. Yeah, no, I think there has to be some fucking, I don't know. Oh, the boy's out. The boy's grabbing some food. Hi, beans. Y'all, if you take, like, any martial arts class, like, the general rule is you don't get into a fight, you don't do anything unless you absolutely have to. Unless you're there's no other way. You can't run away, you can't walk away. The general rule is you don't fight. Unless there's literally no way to avoid it. In this case, give him your wallet. Because you just never know, bro. Like, you don't know if that guy's, like, some sort of fucking knife expert. It doesn't sound like this guy has any training or experience around, like, fighting people. Where'd you go? Hey, come back. Come back, sweet handsome man. Say hi to the people, Mr. Bean. So let me switch mics.
Hello, my handsome boy. Is that my sweet guy? Is that my pretty boy? Oh, he purring. He purring. Oh, I love you. I love you. Mwah. Mwah. You smell good. Thank you. Yo, one of my friends was telling me about their friend who has a cat, and she bathes her cat every 2 weeks. And I was like, that's not healthy. There's no way that's good for the oils in that cat's skin, bro. Every 2 weeks? And it's not like the cat enjoys baths. I was like, that's awful, bro. Hi, buddy. Mwah. Thank you for all the love. Y'all, he's still in like his honeymoon phase where like Beans is so sweet whenever I come home from a trip because he missed me. Cause he's a little softy. Mwah. But yeah, he's just been so super snuggly. And so lovey-dovey. Hi. Yeah. Oh, you want some head scratches? Okay. Is it hairless? No. It's like a legit cat. If it could clean itself, chat. He's putting his smell on you. Yeah, bro. You mark your scent. Don't cats wash themselves? They do. They literally do. Mwah. I love you, handsome boy. Oh, are you leaving me? Are you going? Oh, does he just want more head scritchies? Haven't washed my cat since 2020 because y'all, I've never given Beans a bath before. Cause like I've heard you don't need to unless they like get into something bad. Like unless they get outside and get dirty or what, like even then, unless they're like covered in mud or like covered in something bad, you know? What are you doing, buddy? Like the only time I thought I was gonna have to give him a bath is when I flew to go visit my sister and I brought Beans with me. And I thought I would have to he like puked in his carrier. And I thought the puke was all over him, but it ended up being like just a little tiny bit, and I was able to just like wipe it off of him, and it wasn't that big. I also think he may have ate the puke. Modern problems require modern solutions, I guess, but yeah, I like bought soap to bathe him in, and then he didn't smell bad. It didn't get all over him, so. Oh, my brother's cat had diarrhea. Luckily, never had that problem with Mr. Man. With my sweet, handsome boy. Oh, yeah, if your cats have fleas, that's totally different. What are we doing, sweet boy? They can't even see you, bro. Oh, yeah. Come back here and hang with me. Come hang out, my sweet, handsome man. I love him so much. He's just such a cute guy. You're just such a sweet guy. Has anyone ever told you that? Me, I told you that. No. My cat threw up and shit herself. Ah, that's so sad. Look at his eyes. He's got some cutie eyes. How is the handsomest boy around town? He's so cuddly today. Yeah, guys, I swear, when I leave, bro gets really cuddly for a couple days. He's like, you know what? I missed you. I like you, you know? So, we'll see after this move, though, bro. I'm a little worried, because I'm gonna have to, wow, you're just such a handsome guy. I am a little worried because he's gonna have to spend a lot of time in the car and he's not gonna be in like his own space for a while, and then he's gonna have to get used to a new space. So this is not gonna be fun. I'm guessing he's gonna be a little all over the place for a bit, but that's okay. Y'all, the apartment that I signed for is literally double the size of this apartment. So he's gonna have so much room. I'm working with the landlord. Excuse me. I'm working with the property owner and the HOA to see if I can like make it so that the balcony is netted off so that I can take Beans out on the balcony. All that stuff. So he's gonna have a like it's gonna take some adjustment, but like he's gonna live in some his hair's in my mouth. He's gonna live in a much better spot. He's gonna live in a much better spot. CBD for kitties. So I got him CBD treats, chat. He will not eat them. Maybe I just got the wrong ones, but bro will not eat them. I'm gonna actually I should probably do that after the stream. I was gonna order. Oh my god, his hair's everywhere. It's like flying in my face and shit. Oh my god, my whole sweater is filled with Beans hair. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna do any like treat segments with him right now. Just because I want to I
want to get to the reading stuff just because we don't have a ton of time today. But someone recommended a pheromone collar in the last stream. I think I'm gonna get him one of those. I'm gonna get him a pheromone collar. Hopefully that calms him down a little bit. Try oil on his normal treats. I could do that. Maybe he prefers the real stuff. The problem with catnip, chat, is sometimes it chills him out. Sometimes it makes him a little rowdy. Why is it so funny when his whole little face is right up in the camera? I don't know. That's just how he does it. You can get sprays and tinctures to add to food. Okay, maybe I'll order a couple of that too. I gave Bean some anxiety meds one time when I was traveling, and it didn't do anything. Like, he seemed as anxious as he would have been when he was off the meds. He looks like a cute little bug when he's up. Yeah, dude. I mean, Beans is a cute cat, Chad. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Bro's a cutie. I got a cutie son, for real, for real. All right, Chad, we got to keep going. We got to keep rocking and rolling, okay? If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream, okay? We got 80 people on there, but only 50 likes. I feel like we get that up to 60. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube. And no matter where you're at, turn on those post noties, okay? So, yeah. Boyfriend's being unreasonable here. Let's look at some of the relevant comments. Someone said, not the a-hole, tell fucking Justice League over there that life isn't a movie and that anyone who fights someone who has a knife are guaranteed 100% going to get cut regardless of if he trains Krav Maga or how many Marvel movies he's seen. OOP replied, I told him 100 times that a fist wouldn't win against a... I told him 100 times that a fist wouldn't win in a knife fight, but he won't hear it. I don't understand how people in his life encourage this. He could have died. Another commenter said, send him back to his mother's to sulk there because that's what he is doing, sulking. He insisted on going on a walk in a bad neighborhood at night, knowing the chances of something bad happening were high. He put you at risk. His response is childish and pathetic. How do you know that it was a real mugger and not a setup to prove to you how much of a hero he could be? Dude, I think that's where this is going, chat. I'm putting all my chips in on this. I think this is where this is going because he's a little too upset about this. You know? I honestly wouldn't stay with him. I don't see the hero worship endearing. Just means that he doesn't like himself very much. It's tied into his self-esteem. So when you wouldn't let him be the hero, in his eyes, you smashed his sense of self/purpose/self-esteem. He's also sexist as hell. Sexist as hell. As all hell. Okay. He's also sexist. I need water after that, chat. He's also sexist as all hell, wanting to save you, dear Lord. His hero fantasy is escapism at best and damaging at worst. Wannabe Superman needs some therapy. Also, don't listen to all the sexist BS. Your quick thinking got you both out unscathed. Emasculated my ass. OOP replied, I really don't think he'd stoop to set up a fake mugger, but at this point, I don't see how the hell he can react the way he is, since this was a very real thing that happened to us. We still haven't talked about what happened yet because he went to visit his mom, probably to sulk, like you said, but these comments are making me reevaluate a lot about his values when it comes to this hero shit. I didn't even consider the sexist undertones to everything, so thank you for pointing it out. Okay, and then we have an update, March 16th, 2020, the next day. So, he called me last night, and I answered. He asked if I was okay and how I was doing. Then he asked if he could come over, and I said he could. I planned on bringing everything up again myself because he had been very passive-aggressive and refusing to talk about it, but when he showed up, he immediately started apologizing. Everything you guys pointed out, he started agreeing with. He was saying that he was being delusional, unrealistic, the whole hero fantasy isn't healthy, he jeopardized my safety, and that wasn't okay, etc. I wasn't prepared for this behavior, especially compared to how he'd been acting all week. Seems like a suspicious 180. You know? Am I tripping, chat? That seems very suspicious. Oh, hi. Hey, buddy. How we living? Oh, you're not paying attention to me anymore? Oh, he's rubbing his face on the treats, chat. Is this what you want? You little slut. Is this what you really want, bro? Is this what you really want? Is this what you came for? Is this what you came for? Dude, don't show me your butthole like that, all right? I will give you treats. Just put that thing away. No. Not to them. Not to them. Beans! Little slut. You little slut. Treats will make them dance. Treats will make them dance. Zhivka, can you edit if you know the song I'm referencing? Bands will make a dance. But like the Beans version. Gotta like rip the instrumental. Okay, sorry. Just getting ahead of myself, chat, alright? Alright? Okay, buddy. Come here. Come on, sweet boy. Oh, sorry.
Alright, baby boy. Okay. Oh, baby, we are almost out of these treats, y'all. Good to be back, chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. These are just from chat. I promise there's not as much as it looks like right now. Like, oh, shit, I dropped it. Hold on, let it focus. But it's 3 full treats and, like, 1 pieced together treat. So I promise I'm not giving him, like, a fuck ton. Come here, sweet baby boy. All right. Ooh, treaty time right there. Don't get distracted. Look at this ADHD motherfucker. Right here. Okay. There's a noise. Clearly that's more important than the treats. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Never mind. What a good boy. Okay, another one. Dog. There you go. Another one. Right there. Oh, there's a big clump of his fur right here. Alrighty, sweetie boy. Oh, I forgot he takes them out of my hand now. Yeah. You You get those treats, Mr. Man. You get those treats. One more little sliver, my boy. Right here. Beans. Beans and a little bit more for you. Right there. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's my sweet boy. That's my sweet handsome man. So proud of you. Such a good boy. Yeah. Oh, I love you too, buddy. I love you so much. I love you so much. Oh, okay. All right, buddy. I gotta get back to reading. I'm sorry. Isn't he so sweet? I love him, bro. I love him. Chat, that's my whole ass son.
That is my whole ass son, chat. I love him, bro. I love him. All right, guys, let's keep going. Where were we? Okay. So, bro made a 180. Weird. We talked for hours before we went to bed together, and everything seemed like it worked out fine. I was really on the verge of ending things. So it was a relief I didn't have to in that moment. Then this morning came, and shit hit the fan. In my comment update on the last post, I mentioned that a friend was trying to mediate. I texted that friend that things worked out, and they said something along the lines of, "I'm so glad you were able to apologize." Some people mentioned that maybe he told a different story, which isn't something I looked into. But I decided to ask, and ooh boy, I'm glad I did. Firstly, Beans, you can't be doing this, bro. I gotta read. Firstly, he told everyone. Okay, now I can't read because he's in the way. All right. Okay. All right. You know, this is how I pay the bills, bro. This is how I pay the bills. I gotta. You just ate treats that. Why? Okay. All right. Thank you. I really love this. I really love when your tail is up. Yep. Okay. Hi, buddy. You are a little distraction today. He wants attention today, huh? All right. Firstly, he told everyone that the night... Oh, whoa. Firstly, he told everyone that the night walk was my idea. No. Please. Don't. Come on. Okay. All right. Come here. Come hang out on my lap. Don't. No. Okay. Okay. You can sit there while I read. Firstly, he told everyone that the night walk was my idea. Then, apparently, we were never mugged. Nope. Apparently, I just started talking shit to a stranger on the street in an attempt to make him show he was a strong man and protect me. And the only reason we were able to get away was because he de-escalated the situation, and that it was emasculating because he was put in a position where he felt like he was forced to fight for my honor. Are you fucking kidding me? To make a long story short, he tried to play dumb and backpedal this morning when I confronted him about it. And then when I pressed him to be honest, he snapped again and said, "What was I supposed to say? The whole situation was embarrassing and it was going to make me look bad." We argued again for a bit, but I was just done. I told him to go and that it wasn't going to work out. He didn't have much stuff, so it was easy to put it in a spare grocery bag and just toss at him when he angrily left. He's currently outside of my complex waiting for mommy to pick him up. As far as I'm concerned, I dodged a bullet. Fuck his friends, fuck his mom, and fuck him. Thank you for opening my eyes, Reddit. You're just so cute. Oh, you're derailing the video and the story, but you're just so cute. I like it when you're here. I love him. I love him, chat. He's so silly. He's so silly. Yeah, crazy. Okay, whoever predicted that he was lying about the story, I guess he was. I mean, that's just crazy. How are the crazy part about that story is he's complaining, or he twisted the narrative like in a different way. I don't even know how to describe it. Like he was upset to his girlfriend about not being able to be the hero, but then his narrative, I don't even get it. I don't get this man. I don't know. Maybe this dude is like just like a pathological liar. I don't really understand it. The stories like almost don't lie up. The stories like, or the issue like doesn't line up. You know? Like, does he want to be a hero or does he not want to be emasculated? I just don't get it. He's so funny, chat. Beans could never. Beans would never. Beans will protect me. Bro, Beans would stop a guy with a knife because it's Beans, all right? You know? Oh, what's up, Mitsu? Welcome to the stream. Kitty, welcome to the stream. Also, this kitty, welcome to the stream. You know what I'm saying? You're so handsome. Chat, I love him. I love my cat so much, bro. Beans is the light of my life. Also, he is really enjoying these neck scratchies right now. What's up, Dixie? Welcome to the stream. Beans defeats everyone with his cuteness. He really does. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're just so handsome. Oh, you are just the sweetest guy around. Y'all, he is purring. I wonder if... Oh, sorry. I wanted to see if they could hear you. He didn't like that, chat. He didn't like that. Oh, look at it. Look at his cute little face. Tell me that ain't the cutest cat you ever did see, chat. Look at bro. He's so silly. Beans giving people what they want, most of all, glorious cat cam. What can I say? Beans is an entertainer, just like his daddy. Right, Mr. Beans? You're just the most entertaining guy around town. Yo, this guy is just eating up the attention, chat. He isn't like your stinky breath mic. You're a stinky breath mic. All right? Talking shit over here, bro. Beans, you hearing these motherfuckers? Oh, yeah, no, word nerd. You're totally right. He can definitely tell there's a big change coming. He's smart, y'all. He's very smart. Like last week, he was super anxious. And I still think he is, but I think me leaving and then coming back kind of helped reassure some of that anxiousness. He has been really clingy though. I can't even lie. Oh, please don't bite me. Ah! You're okay, buddy. You're okay. Hey, don't do that. I don't like it when you do that. Thank you. Thank you for not doing that. Sorry, guys. I haven't had to do that in a hot minute, but sometimes when Beans gets a little bitey, I have to hiss at him so that he doesn't do that. And before y'all go, oh, maybe he was trying to love bite you, Beans does not love bite. Or at least when he does, it doesn't feel like love. It feels like pain. Like, by the way, chat, and this is from like a day ago or something like that. By the way, y'all, this is through my sweater. All right? So if y'all ever hear me hissing at Beans, it's because 95% of the time his bites hurt. Beans does no wrong. I would like to disagree with that statement. I would like to disagree with y'all's claims. Sometimes loves hurts. Okay, but that's fine. I don't want it to physically hurt. Oh my God, me in middle school. Wow. Wow. Echo, that's fucking crazy. Haley, welcome to the stream. Glimmer, welcome to the stream. Morris, welcome to the stream. That's a crazy line. That is a crazy fucking line. Beans owns you? Yeah, I've never denied that. Lil Echo lore. That you guys keep me on my fucking toes. I'll give y'all that. All right? Chat, let me just go fill up this water real quick and then I'll get back to the next story. Oh my God, bro. Can y'all see how much fucking hair is on my phone right now? That's all from the Beaninator. That's from the fucking Beaninator 3000, chat. Cool. All right. Just double check and make sure I'm not missing any important text. Let me go fill this up real quick. Whew, I will have to go pee here probably after this story. I'm not going to lie. I'm very hydrated today. But let's move on to the next story, okay, guys? Thank you guys for 100 viewers on YouTube. If you guys could like up the stream, I'd like to get as close to 100 likes as possible. I feel like we can at least get to 85, chat, all right? If you guys could like up the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're on the Twitch, make sure you're following. No matter where you're at, okay? Turn on that post noty. All right? Turn on those post noties, chat. Would be greatly appreciated. My husband got jealous over the girl he led on for years at our wedding. Posted in r/true off my chest on November 6th, 2022. I, 25 female, just got married to my husband, 24 male, we'll call him Jim, a week ago, after dating for 2.5 years. Jim has a friend called Misha, 22 female, who was invited to the wedding. He and Misha have known each other since high school and were close friends, and Misha had a very obvious crush on Jim from what he and others who know them have told me. Jim told me this after I met Misha for the first time and confessed that he leaned into her crush and led her on throughout their high school years and for a little while after, before we got together, because he was struggling with his mental health. And he really liked her attention. He seemed genuinely guilty about all of that because he thought Misha was a nice girl and a good friend, and because he showed guilt, I didn't feel the need to bring it up or argue about it despite thinking it was a shitty thing to do. Plus, Misha is a nice girl who has never overstepped boundaries and has been nothing but kind and friendly towards me, and I now consider her a friend too. Misha moved away to the city last year and has done really well for herself and has a long-term boyfriend who none of us have met yet. So when it came to sending wedding invitations, So when it came to sending wedding invites, I told her she was welcome to bring him as her +1. The first red flag came when Jim was weirdly resistant to the idea of Misha bringing her boyfriend, but he excused it on being concerned about the number of guests we invited, and the matter was dropped. When the wedding day came, Misha showed up in this beautiful dress, nothing inappropriate for a wedding, and with her boyfriend on her arm, who, I'll admit, is a very handsome guy. Think a Kit Harington type. On today's episode of Sarby doesn't know who celebrities are, so he has to Google them. Oh, okay. Is this the guy from, is this guy in The Punisher? Or am I mixing this up? He's in Eternals. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of someone else. Okay. I just don't know if I've ever seen anything this dude's in. Never seen Silent Hill, never seen Game of Thrones. Yeah, okay. I no clue who this dude was. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Had to Google it. I don't know. I don't know who people are. I've never seen Game of Thrones, chat. I don't care. Never have, probably never will. You can't peer pressure me, y'all. I feel like the entire internet got peer pressured into watching that show. I was just like, nah. I do not care. She's also lost weight and has a haircut that suits her better, and I thought she looked great. We also found out throughout the night that her boyfriend is very successful and earns more than practically anyone else who attended. Throughout the reception, I noticed Jim glaring at Misha and her boyfriend the whole time, and he was really cold and short towards her when she came over to congratulate us and give us a gift. He was also straight up kind of rude to her boyfriend when Misha introduced us to him. When his mom, who's always known and liked Misha, mentioned that she was glad Misha found a great guy and praised her boyfriend for being so nice, Jim snapped that at least she won't be desperate and hung up on me for the rest of her life, which I thought was cruel and uncalled for, but I didn't challenge him because I didn't want to argue at my wedding, despite the fact that he frankly sounded bitter. The whole thing has left an awful taste in my mouth, and I can't help but think that Jim got jealous that Misha has found a guy who honestly is quite a catch, who she's clearly in love with and is now completely over Jim. Okay. Okay. So, all right. I guess just to because I've already skimmed this, I guess we'll read it. There's a half update. After getting some PMs from people, I decided to go through his phone while he was napping after work, and needless to say, this marriage is over. I'll post a real update when I have sorted everything out. Oh, shit. Okay. Here's what I was going to say, y'all. I know this probably is not that important, but I can't, the information that I want to know here is what was his reaction while getting married to OP? Did bro cry? You know what I'm saying? It sounds like he's so obsessed with Misha and the boy that Misha has now ended up with. I really want to know how he is reacting to OP. Either way, red flag activity. 100%. I don't know if it's he has feelings for Misha or he gets some weird power trip over a girl being obsessed with him and he loves the attention. That is also not something that you want to deal with. Wow. Yeah, bro, I'm actually just, I think OP has every right to be mad. I don't know if I would have recommended going through his phone by any means, but he definitely needs to talk to him about this. But shit, I mean, the cat's already out of the bag. We already know some shit is happening. I feel like we gotta let me see what y'all are saying, and then we'll move on. Yeah, I'm guessing you guys just want me to go to the update, huh? Ooh, I would stake my life on the fact that he cheated on her. Anyone who gets upset that someone who previously liked them doesn't anymore would 100% cheat because they don't have that attention anymore. That's actually a really good fucking point. Like, maybe he's upset because he cheated on her with Misha. Interesting. Yeah, bro. I say we keep going, chat. I think we just gotta keep plugging and chugging. Cause this is juicy. This is on some juicy shit. Okay. There are a couple of relevant comments before we get to the update. Commenter, it's giving bitter. Can't imagine how that must have been for you. Says a lot about his character, to be honest. OOP, it felt a lot like watching a kid get upset at another kid for playing with a toy they personally never wanted to play with in the first place, if that makes any sense. Same commenter replied to OP saying, I get it. But I mean, apart from this, have you ever... Oh, sorry. I get it. But I mean, apart from this, have you ever had an indication of what a shitty guy he is? I mean, character matters, and he lacks a lot of it. Can't imagine it being so unsettling... Can imagine it being so unsettling and such a turnoff. OOP responded, he's definitely always been quite insecure, but I thought it was something he was really working on and making progress with. But something about being insecure around a relationship that isn't your romantic relationship with your partner, and there are romantic implications with the relationship you do have a problem with. Sorry, this point is very all over the place, but I think you guys get it. It seems, it's weird. It's really, really weird. Like, I understand being insecure about the romantic relationship you are literally marrying into, but being insecure about a romantic relationship that allegedly never happened to a point where your wife... To the point where your brand new wife realizes it and is uncomfortable with it, that's... There has to be more here, chat. I think we just got to go to the next update because we got to know what OP read in these text messages. Update November 14th, 2022, 8 days later. Pretty much the day after my original post, I got some private messages from people suggesting that I go through my husband Jim's phone to see if he and Misha were truly just friends before this and that nothing romantic happened between them that would explain his reaction at the wedding. He always takes a 45-minute nap after work, and so I used that as my opportunity to swipe his phone from where it was charging on his desk so that I could look through it. I've seen him put his passcode in a ton of times, so that wasn't an issue. I didn't find anything in his text with her, but I know that Jim goes on Instagram a lot, so I checked there too. The immediate red flag was that he'd used an app lock that required a passcode to access Instagram, but the dumbass used the same passcode that he uses to unlock his phone, so I got into that right away. It's his birth year, so go figure. And what would you know? I go to his messages with Misha and find messages from him the morning after our wedding, telling her how beautiful she looked that night, how much he'd missed her, how he felt that her boyfriend being there spoiled his opportunity to... How he felt that her boyfriend being there spoiled his opportunity to catch up with her, and that he was desperate to meet up with her. Bro, right after you're married is diabolical. Like, what? What do you mean? Why are you even getting married in the first place if you're just going to immediately message another girl right after the day after you got married? may this love never fucking find me. Misha never replied to these messages, and he sent some more to her later that day. I won't get into what he said because they were very personal insults that were frankly just gross. Oh, he's one of those beta bitches. Bro, on God, the fucking idiots who try to hit on a girl and when they don't respond or they get rejected, they just start insulting them is the most dog shit, pussy ass shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, get over yourself, bro. Oh my God. Normalize screenshotting them and publicly humiliating guys like that. It's just so disgusting. It's so disgusting if that's how you react to being rejected. Like, But just think about the kind of stuff you would read on that nice guy's subreddit. Misha left him on red, and when I clicked on her account, it appears that she's blocked him. I scrolled through their messages quite far back, and I believe nothing romantic has happened between them. I wish that was all, but looking into his other conversations on Instagram, I found that he's messaging other girls on there. They seemed like aspiring Instagram model types from our area. Most of these conversations were just him shooting a shot and getting left on red, but others had evolved into flirting, and 2 of them resulted in sexting. And the most embarrassing part of all, the nudes he was sending to these women weren't even of him. I know what his body looks like, and he doesn't have chiseled abs and isn't that well endowed. I think he must have found a man's profile on some adult website and used those pictures just cropping the face out. These 2 conversations happened in the past 6 months. How much of a fucking loser. Bro, if you're gonna fucking cheat on your wife, on your fiance, at least don't be like, you know what? I'm not saying you should cheat at all, but something about cheating with pictures that aren't even of you. Like, how much of a loser do you have to be? Like, did he? I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't. Oh man, that's brutal. That's tough, dude. That's tough. You can't. That's crazy work. Sending nudes that aren't even yours. That's just oh man. Oh bro. If you're that much of a loser, like if you've ever done that before, just go become a monk, bro. You are hopeless. I ended up texting his mom and his brother from my phone, asking them to come and pick him up from the apartment, and then I went to wake him up. I told him that I knew about the girls he was messaging on Instagram, that he needed to pack a bag and get the hell out before I started throwing his stuff out onto the street and causing a scene. He started crying and begging me not to kick him out and swore that they were just messages and that he would never actually cheat on me, but I don't believe him for a second. Yeah, absolutely not. He would 100% cheat on you. Also, did you tell his mom and his brother about the messages? Like I hope she explained and sent screenshots of how much of a fucking loser this dude is to his mom and to his brother. Like public humiliation, chat. Put those screenshots on Reddit for everybody to see. Then he had the nerve to tell me that he didn't want to tell me. Oh, sorry. Then he had the nerve to tell me he didn't want me to tell anyone else about what he'd done, but I had left the room and started ignoring him by that point. He left with his mom and brother and is staying there from what I know. I blocked him on I've blocked him on everything for the time being until I'm ready to tell him that I'm seeking annulment. Thankfully, where I'm from, you can get one almost no questions asked as long as you haven't been married for longer than 30 days, and I've already looked into the process. I haven't really left my apartment at all this week, and I've been calling in sick to work because I don't feel like I can face people. I'm just so embarrassed that I've wasted over 2 years on this man and that I married him in the first place. I don't feel like I can even talk to people about this, so posting here has helped, and I'd like to thank you all for your kind words, advice, and support. I might reach out to Misha when the dust has settled, but I think I'll need to build up some courage for that. All right, shit chat, and we do have a new update that's actually not that new, but listen, y'all. I know there are some relationships that they move at the speed of fucking light, and it works out for them, good for you, but I would say general rule, girl, wait longer than 2 years to get married to someone. I've said it once and I'll say it again. 2 years is not enough time to really get to know someone to the depth that I think you need to get married to them. All right, you can disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. But genuinely, they had only been dating for 2.5 years and then they got married. That too soon, bro. What's the rush? Why do you need to get married so fast? There's never, like, be with someone for 5 years and then get married to them. Because at least in 5 years, this type of shit can come to light a lot faster, bro. Like, imagine you had not been married to this person and met up with Misha and her boyfriend and you had gotten that reaction not at your wedding. I don't know, bro. Like I said, some people, they have successful relationships after they get married from 2 years. Good for you. I would say, in general, stereotypically, don't do that. Oh shit, I just X'd out of chat, guys. My bad. I'm a big advocate for don't do that. Me personally. Yes, live for someone for 2 years at least before marriage. 100% Destiny. I agree, bro. I agree. I think anything short of 5 years, you're putting yourself at risk of finding out something brand spanking new about this person. And even 5 years, I feel like, is a little too low. Oh my God, is that Elisa? Yo, Elisa, what the fuck is up, Kyle? Dude, Elisa, welcome to the stream. It's been a fat minute. Y'all, Elisa, like, I have OGs in here. Little Elisa is like the OG of OGs, bro. Little Elisa was listening to my shitty podcast, my absolute dog shit podcast from, like, when was that? That was right after COVID, I think. So probably like 2020, either early 2020 or beginning of 2021. Or wait, sorry. Either late 2020 or early 2021. Like, OG ass shit. That's crazy, Elisa. Thanks for coming through. Damn, I'm a college student kindergarten teacher now. I'm busy now. That's fair. That's so fair. That's crazy, man. Hey, a little Lisa, did I forget who you were, though? I would never. That's why when y'all are like, oh, don't forget me when you get famous. I won't, bro. I won't. If I get famous, I guess I should say. If. But we're fucking taking this shit to the moon, chat. I'll remember all y'all, chat. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We remember the OGs that supported from day one. Will you forget me? Yeah, you're right. I'll actually forget you, Mime. I'll forget you so easily. I actually already forgot who you are. Yeah, Mitsu, you've also been here for a while. You don't even remember my name? It's Mime. have the badge. You can't forget me. I would never echo. I hope you forget me, Ben. Who are you? Mbem? Never heard of her. Been watching the YouTube video since 5K. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for supporting, bro. Seriously. I'm here to entertain y'all. Gonna do my best to make y'all proud. I forgot Ben forcefully renamed me. You gave me a name that was hard to remember, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna call you Mime. It's easier that way. Don't make your name so hard. How about that? Don't forget me. Low-key, I'm gonna forget you. I already forgot who you were. I just remember that you play Marvel Rivals. Sorry, can't forget me when he holds a gun to my head and forces me to give subs. Ren, you can't tell them that. You can't tell them, all right? You can't be exposing me like this. Don't you forget about me. Kid, welcome to the stream, by the way. I forgot. I don't think I said hi to you when you joined. So many streamers are making my name so much more complicated, but calling me E-chokers. That's really fucking funny. Ren exposed the whole extent of how Starby makes money. Yeah, I just keep like my top gifters in a basement. Just tell them one day I'll let them out if they keep gifting me more and more and more. Just it's how all streamers make money, chat. That's how the top streamers actually make money. All their subs are just locked in the basement, eternally spending money, taking out credit cards and spending money on streamers. Sorry, let us out the basement? No. Yetta, we're coming to rescue you. Is that where Yetta went? Yetta's doing their own thing for right now. I've talked to Yetta recently. She's doing her thing. I'll gift you roaches. Do it, coward. You won't. Tabby. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Tabby in a while. Does anyone know where Tabby is? I actually haven't talked to Tabby in a bit. Is Tabby okay? My toes miss Yetta's toes. I'm sure they will reunite soon. Tabby was on a trip. Oh. What's up, Lil Herb? Welcome to the stream. Always good to see you. I kidnapped Tabby personally. Wow. All right, shit. She plays D&D with us? Oh, cute. Cute. I'm glad you guys play D&D. That's so fun. If I gift to you, will I get kidnapped to the basement? 100%. I literally have a whole team. They track your IP address and then they go and they kidnap you. And they put you in my basement. The only good part about the basement, chat, is I do let Beans have access to the basement. So you will get visited by Beans. He will probably bite you. He will probably bite you. That's actually my main torture method. Is I have Beans bite, you know? Because he's like, if you're not gifting more, then I don't get more treats. Why did y'all give me this platform? All right? Like, I just be up here saying stupid shit. What happened to Hollow? Hollow's been going through some stuff. But I talked to her recently too. She's just been going through some stuff. Don't want to get into details. It's not really my thing to share. But she's doing her own thing right now. I think she might come back to streams eventually. She's been trying to do her own stuff, but been busy. I know she's also in the process of a move. I don't know. I'll probably follow up with her in a bit. I probably should follow up with her in a bit. See how she's doing. Getting bit by Beans is the dream. Y'all, that shit hurts. Do you have Discord? Yes, I do. It is pinned at the top of both chats. So you're on the YouTube. Just take a look at the pinned comment. You should be able to join the Discord. Hey, Neek, thank you for the 1 gifted sub to MX Phoenix Dog. All right, Neek, they're coming for you. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I really appreciate your generosity. They're coming to get you. That's a fucking crazy thing to say to someone, chat. That is a crazy thing to say. I do have to pee, but I want to finish this story, actually, chat. So stop distracting me. Y'all are distracting me. Well, actually, let me see what happens. Okay. Okay, this might actually be the move one of these days, chat. I might like reformat this one day so that the text on screen is bigger, but that day is not today. All right. I just wanted to see it because I was thinking about it. I think it would be better if the chat was bigger, or the story stuff was bigger. Oh my gosh, y'all, is this all I had to do to fucking get you guys to drop subs and shit? Nicole, thank you for resubscribing for 1 month at tier 1. Nicole's been subscribed for 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate you, Nicole. Thank you for resubscribing. The people, the kidnappers are coming for you too. Don't you worry. All right. It's automatic. They just watch my Twitch feed. They see who donates, and then they find your address and kidnap you. All right. The basement is growing, chat. That's the real reason I had to move. I needed access to a bigger basement. I probably shouldn't be joking about this, low-key. Like, all right. Here we go. New update from OP. They titled it, "An update to let you know how I am." March 15th, 2023, 4 months later. You'll be glad to hear that I was able to get the annulment and I didn't have to go through a messy divorce with Jim. I struck an agreement with him that I wouldn't tell a soul about his cheating or what happened with Misha and would leave him alone forever if he agreed to the annulment and got it over quickly. I did end up sticking to my end of the bargain, but it ended up not mattering because it turns out his brother is quite the gossip and let the cat out of the bag over Christmas after getting into an argument with Jim while drunk. A lot of Jim's family were pissed and asked for the money they contributed to his half of the wedding fund back, and some of our mutual friends have cut contact with him. A couple of our friends plastered everything on Facebook and humiliated him. It was interesting to watch the back and forth between them and Jim, honestly. I have lived in our apartment and covered the rent on my own while he lived with his parents until the lease ended back in January, and now I'm living with my dad and I plan to stay here for a while and take things easy. I mean, we love it when a shitty man gets what he deserves. I'm surprised, dude. My mom hears that that's the fuck shit I was pulling. Kathy would put me on blast in front of the entire family, bro. I mean, that's insane to last it that long, dude. That's crazy, man. I just don't like that too. Like, if you're gonna fuck up, at least own up to your actions. You know what I'm saying? And maybe get some therapy while you're at it. In January, I also tried reaching out to Misha via text, asking if she'd like to meet up for coffee to talk about anything. I never got a response directly from her. But a few days later, I got a call from her number, and it was her boyfriend on the other end. He said they were both sorry for what had happened to me and that they hope I'm doing well, but that Misha thought it was best to cease any contact as this whole ordeal had made her anxiety and mental health problems spiral and had landed her back in therapy. I did ask why she never told me that Jim had messaged her the day after the wedding, and her boyfriend confessed that he advised her not to. Get involved, and his direct words were, "I'm sorry to sound rude, but it's not her circus." I don't fuck with that, y'all. I actually just had this argument with someone. If I truly think if you claim to be a good person and somebody tries to cheat with you who has a girlfriend, or like you act like you unknowingly sleep with someone and then they end up having like a boyfriend or girlfriend, I think you cannot claim to be a good person unless you tell that person about it. Me personally. That be like, yes, I get it. Like, this isn't necessarily, this shouldn't be your problem. This shouldn't be your circus, but there are some circuses that you don't buy a ticket to in life. And this is one of them. I'm sorry. The second that bro messaged you after the day after he got married, it sucks, but you got roped into that circus. That is your circus. I low-key don't fuck with his boyfriend for recommending that. I think that's shitty advice. That is just not a nice thing to do. Not at all. Like the thing, when I was arguing with someone about this, I was like, okay, so if you had a girlfriend who cheated on you, you wouldn't want that guy to tell you that she cheated on you and you would just want to continue to be with her? Like, that fucked up. Fucked up. I don't like this guy's logic. That is your circus, whether or not you punch the ticket or not. I'm a little disappointed that she doesn't want to talk to me, but I get where she's coming from and I can't force her to do anything. To be honest, I think she's been looking for a way to divorce herself from our hometown and the people she and Jim knew back in high school for a while now. As for me, I'm also in therapy as I want to sort through these feelings and get back to feeling good about myself again before I even think about entering the dating scene again. I've also been firm about ending friendships with anyone who's taken Jim's side as I don't want him finding his way into my life again. So far, he's stayed away from me and hasn't tried to contact me, although his mom reached out over Christmas to ask me if there was any chance I might forgive Jim and take him back, as in her opinion, you two are just meant to be together. Oh, well then if they're meant to be together, she totally should overlook the fact that this man literally was fucking cheating on her and messaging another girl he had history with the day after he got married. But yeah, they're meant to be together, so she should just overlook that. Glock deep-throated. I didn't respond to her and I've blocked her on pretty much everything now too. Good move. Thank you again for your kind words and support. I'm certain leaving that asshole would have been harder for me had I not had hundreds of comments backing me up. Yeah, you made the right move there, sis. Oh my God. That's fucking crazy, bro. Once again, this might just be a video of may this love never find me, because oh my God. At least she dodged a bullet and was able to get the annulment. That's good. I feel like that doesn't complicate her life as much. I think my only recommendation here is she should move away. Like, you don't want any high percentage chance that you're going to run into this absolute asshole. I think you should get out. I think you gotta, after something traumatic like this, bro, like, hit the reset button. Especially if you're in like a small hometown, you're probably going to run into him at some point and he's going to keep making your life miserable. You might as well snip, snip, chop, chop. You might as well cut your losses and go somewhere else. Me personally. If they're meant to be together, I'd hate to know who the mom thinks is a bad match. It's giving, one of my friends got cheated on, and his mom called her, and I shit you not, she said, he didn't cheat on you. It was the devil. Because their family is super Catholic. That has to be the funniest thing I've ever fucking heard. She was super nice about it. I was literally like, that is fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. I would have hung up right there and then. She was way too nice about it, but that's some crazy work. Bible Belt ab response. Dude, for real. For real. Chat, I gotta pee. I'm gonna fill up my water. I'm gonna fill up my water. I'm gonna run some ads. I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll get right back into the next story, okay? Alrighty. Hold up. Hold up. Beep, beep, boo. Beep, beep, boo, boo, check. How we living? Oh. Sophie, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty, chat. I say we try to pound through 2 more stories. 2 more Reddit stories here. I can't remember how long these ones are. That one's not super long. I think this one's long. Yeah. Okay. I think if we can get through these 2 stories before stream ends. All right, guys. If we really put our heads down and grind, we can get it rock and rolling. Okay, chat. You guys, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We have almost the same amount of viewers as likes, so I appreciate y'all. But if you haven't liked it up, make sure to do so. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following. No matter where you're at, turn on those post noties. Okay. We have a new update on my sister is upset I babysit my friend's baby over her nightmare kid. How can I get my family to understand that her kid is a nightmare? We have a 23 female OP, a 30 female sister, and we have friends that are 23 male and 22 female. Originally posted to r/relationship advice and r/am I the a-hole. on July 23rd, 2024. I'm a 23-year-old child-free woman. I don't know if this is needed for the story, and my sister is 30 with a 4-year-old son. She's a single mom. Ex-husband is not in the picture and has no contact with her or the kid. I'm going to get straight to the point. That kid is a nightmare to be around. It's not his fault. It's my sister's fault. He very clearly has behavioral and mental health disorders, even at his young age. However, my sister was and is very ableist and refuses to accept that her son has problems. The kid screams bloody murder whenever something doesn't slightly go his way, screams and cries when he's overwhelmed, has meltdowns to certain sounds and textures. Like I said, I don't blame the kid for these issues, but my sister is refusing to get him treatment or help makes the kid a nightmare to be... Oh, I see. But my sister refusing to get him treatment or help makes the kid a nightmare to be around. So, as a result, I don't babysit the kid when my sister asks, more like demands. I do so. This causes a lot of fights between us and our family. I have a friend, 23 male, who's married to a wonderful lady, age 22, and they have a baby boy together who just turned 1. Yes, they got married and had him young, but it's not my place to judge them. This past weekend, they asked me to babysit for them, and I agreed for a few reasons. Their kid is calm, well-behaved, and a general good kid / toddler / baby to be around. I love babysitting him. Also, they asked me nicely and understood that I might say no because I'm child-free. They were polite about their request. I mean, I think that makes all the difference. Like, even not even taking it... I mean, I think that makes all the difference right there. Like, not even taking into account that your sister's child is a nightmare to be around because your sister refuses to get him treatment and help that he needs, but also just the fact of, like, demanding versus politely asking with the option to say no goes such a far way in terms of, like, how much... I don't even know how to put it. Like, how respectful, or I don't even know how to put it. Like, it's respectful to how the option should be, which is like OP has the option to say no. OP has the option to be like, hey, yo, I just don't fuck with babies like that. Or I'm busy. I got shit to do. Or, hey, I don't really want to. Whenever you're asking a favor of somebody, you have to ask them very politely and give them the opening to say no. You can't demand a favor of anybody. And it is truly a favor to look after anyone's baby, even your own family's. It should never be demanded. I firmly stand behind that. Like, I get the whole it takes a village mentality, but that doesn't mean that you're entitled to that village to support you whenever you feel like it. That village can help you out as a favor that you understand is them going above and beyond to help you. That's how I think of it. A thing about me is that if you ask me to do something politely, even if it's something I wouldn't usually agree to, I'd probably do it because you were nice and polite. So for these reasons, I happily agreed to babysit the boy. My sister also asked me to babysit her son that day, so she could have a day to herself. And I refused and told her I was already babysitting for my friends. She was pissed, to say the least. She said a few comments about how I was an ass and not a good sister, but I thought she dropped it after that. This past weekend, while I was watching the baby, my sister started banging on my door and looked through the window and saw that she had her kid and a care bag with her. And I knew she was trying to drop him off and make me babysit. She was banging on the door, yelling at me, and calling me heartless and a baby hater, while I was holding a baby, ironic, and that I better open up and do my sisterly duties. This is just fucking dumb. Just dumb. Absolutely not, bro. I just seriously will never understand people who feel like they are entitled to hawk off their own kids that they chose to bring into this world and that they have sole responsibility for onto other people. There is no sisterly duties around caring for a niece or nephew. I truly believe that. If they want to, if they're down to help, it's not a duty It's a favor. I put the baby in a different room to keep him from getting scared by the noise and told my sister through the window to leave or I would call the cops. She started cursing for a solid 5 minutes before she finally left. I had the whole thing on my doorbell camera and sent it to the family group chat. Surprisingly, my whole family is on my sister's side. She keeps arguing with me about how I'd rather babysit a kid not even related to me over my nephew. I reminded her that her kid is a nightmare to be around, but she keeps saying that for family, you help out. My sister has been cold since and keeps sending me messages to provoke me into arguing with her. And keep sending me text messages to provoke me into arguing with her more. She's also started saying some pretty ableist and nasty things towards my friend's wife. My friend's wife is on the spectrum and has BPD, and my sister keeps saying that she should have been sterilized and never should have passed her issues to her kid. By the way, her kid has not shown any of these. By the way, her kid has shown none of the signs that autistic infants usually show, so I don't know what my sister is on. Exhibit A of just the most dog shit human being on this planet that should not be having kids. In no way, shape, or form should this person be having kids. Dude, I mean, I think OP needs to go no contact with all of them, bro. If your whole family's on your sister's side, that is not a family you want to be a part of, bro. Low to no contact. That's my advice. I will admit that I do feel a bit guilty because I never considered babysitting my nephew, but I jumped at the opportunity to babysit my friend's kid. My sister, dad, 66, mom, 64, and brother, 33, are all calling me an asshole and saying that I'm just using the child-free label to avoid family responsibility. I need advice on how to get my family to see my perspective on this. How can I explain to them that the issue isn't the idea of babysitting, but it's the behavior of the kid? I mean, bro, it should be about both, in my opinion. Like, in no way should someone feel comfortable hawking off their poorly behaved kid that, I mean, this woman can't probably even see it because she's ableist as fuck, but like, the kid has issues because she refuses to get treatment and help for him. And because of that, he's a nightmare to be around. Like, not only is that just like not something that I think you're ever required with, whether it's family or not, to deal with if you don't sign up for it. Like, in no way, shape, or form. But like, that's not your responsibility. It's just not. I don't know who needs to hear this, bro. Just because you're family doesn't mean that you need to bend over backwards to make their life easier when there's a kid involved. Yeah, I'm OP, bro. I'm putting my foot down. I'm being like, I'm not gonna watch your. Number one, I'm not required just because I'm your family to watch your kid. Hey, if that's the case, hawk it off to the mom, the dad, the brother. You know, like, hey, if that's how y'all want to live your life, like, you help her problem child whenever you want. But me personally, no. I think OP needs to put their foot down. If they keep pushing on it, go low to no contact with this family. Like, they don't even sound like a pleasant family to have around, bro. What are you getting out of this family? Probably nothing solid other than headaches like this. Ooh, I have a feeling the OP is the family scapegoat. You're probably right, Element OP. Yeah, bro. I couldn't imagine being in a family like that. Like, don't get me wrong. If any of my if any of my sisters have kids, I'm going to want to be around to help them out. But it's because I know they would never demand for me to watch their crotch goblins like that. You know? Like, I want to be around because I'm going to care and I'm going to want to be like a part of those kids' lives. But like, that's because I want to. If I didn't want to, I would have no obligation. Right, Chi? Thanks for coming through. Hey, welcome to the stream, Cat. Oh, Crystal had to leave. Crystal, goodbye. C Ruby, welcome to the stream. Mads, welcome. Evil Core, welcome. Molly, welcome. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I don't have very much knowledge on CPS. I don't know if that's like something that CPS would take seriously, but they should. They absolutely should. Hey, Evil Core, thanks for being the 100th like. Thanks for getting me to 100 likes, guys, on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Bum, bum, bum. My fiance got called a child abuser because he calls my child a crotch goblin. Okay. It's a weird stance to take on child abuse. Who said that? Was it by his own aunt? I would literally laugh. That's so funny, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think you should be calling your kid a crotch goblin to their face when they're young and they don't understand that it's a joke. But like, I'm gonna fucking call my kids crotch goblins. And I don't think it's abuse by any means. Like, I'm sure that aunt who claims it's child abuse is like the same aunt who thinks that corporal punishment should be placed back in schools. Ugh. Well, he's 10. I feel like at that point, it's like whether or not your kid is. I think it depends on like your kid's like maturity at that point, you know? And Bam, I feel like the Uber to the concert's going to be really expensive. So if you're wanting to save money, I think the train makes sense. But if you have an extra hour, or if you have an extra half an hour, you can hang out and stream longer. So up to you. That's so funny. Crotch goblin is abuse. Silly. Okay, guys, we have a bunch of relevant comments. So let me get started on this. All right, a commenter said, just ignore your sister, maybe even block her. She isn't entitled to you as a babysitter. As for your family, black kettle them. So when are you babysitting sister's kid, since family should care for family? OP, my brother, 33, which I should have mentioned, has a wife and kids, so he can't babysit. And my parents are in their early/mid 60s, also probably should have mentioned, and claim to be too old to do so. I'm the youngest and was a whoops baby my parents had in their 40s by chance. Yeah, no, then their OP is Here's the thing. These are not good excuses. Oh, wee woo, you're in your 60s. You can fucking still look after a kid in your 60s. That's a shitty excuse. You know? Like, my grandparents used to take us and like handle us. They just don't want to deal with the nightmare child. I guarantee that's the real reason. Also, I would argue it makes more sense for the brother to take the kid in because he also has kids for the kids to hang out with. Like, you know, like I've been hawked off to go hang out with my cousins plenty of times because it's easier when there's multiple kids and like the other kids can be entertainment for each other. That's just a shitty excuse. Because of my young age and the fact I'm not married and don't have kids, they keep saying I'm the perfect person to babysit because I have nothing to do, not even taking into consideration that I have a job and friends of my own. Another commenter said, why can't your brother take care of him if he already has experience with his own kids? OP, in the words of my family, he already has his own family responsibility. You have none. Yes, that's pretty much their response to when I ask why can't my brother babysit the kid. My brother also deep down knows the kid is a nightmare, even as much as he tries to ignore it along with my sister and parents. Yeah, OP doesn't have a kid because she doesn't want to deal with kids every day. Like, I don't know, bro. If my family was like this, y'all could bet your ass I'd be no contact with them. Just, I think it's so ridiculous. I think it's so ridiculous to expect your siblings to take care of your child for them. To a different commenter, OP said, his kids don't like spending time with her kid because he's had violent meltdowns and hurt them before. The kids avoid that boy like the plague. I don't blame any of the kids in that situation. My sister's son clearly has behavioral and or mental issues that cause him to react violently to overstimulation, which is not his fault. He needs help so he can develop ways of controlling his meltdowns. I don't know if that's the right phrase, and keep his emotions in check. My brother's kids, while mature for their age, are kids and don't fully understand why he acts the way he does, and therefore harbors a resentment and dislike towards him. I feel bad for all the kids involved. Nobody is winning. Commenter said to mute the group chat and contact experts for advice on the nephew. OP replied, I've muted the group chat and I know that this is a me issue, but I can't help but check on it every few hours and feel bad about causing a fight. I'm soft, I know. As for my nephew, I don't mean to sound rude, but what good would that do? Yes, I can have an expert weigh in their opinion, but at the end of the day, my sister won't get him help. So what would be the point? Once again, I don't mean to be rude. You know, if OP, listen, I think OP needs to drop this family, but if OP wants to keep some sort of relationship with the family, I think it would be beneficial at least for the nephew. If OP said, I will babysit your kid more often if you get him treatment and help. Do I think that OP owes them that? No. But if OP really wants to keep having a relationship with their shitty family and get help for this nephew, I think that's a fair ultimatum. Or I don't know if ultimatum's the right word, but you know what I mean? Like, if what you want, like that's like the only solution that like kind of makes sense with OP's current logic of like, I don't want to babysit kid because of nightmare. You don't want to take kid to the doctor because you don't believe in it. I will only commit to babysitting this kid sometimes if you take this kid to the doctor so that he's not a nightmare while I babysit him. I don't think that's OP's responsibility. I don't think OP owes that, but if OP is still going to be in contact with them, that's the only solution I see that isn't going no contact with them. Commenter, if she plans to send her child to public school, her neglect will become extremely obvious when he is unable to manage himself and she tells mandated reporters she refuses to get him the help he needs. OP, this issue already came up. He's close to turning 5 and last year he was supposed to be in preschool. He was enrolled and of course the workers/teachers noticed his issues right away and tried to convince my sister to sign him up for the SPED program in preschool and for behavioral therapy. She outright refused, went off on them, and pulled her kid from the program. He's going to start kindergarten in the fall, and my sister said if they insult her son, she'll pull him out and homeschool him. I feel bad for my nephew because it's not his fault he was born with these kinds of issues that cause him to act out when he gets overwhelmed. I sincerely hope my sister wakes up and gets him help, or that once he grows up, he'll get help himself. I mean, shit, bro. Honestly, like, homeschooling him might be what she needs to, like, finally accept that he needs help. You know, like, homeschooling him will not be easy. You know, like, she's gonna have even less time than I'm guessing she has right now taking care of him. So, like, I mean, it still sucks. She should just be the better person. She should just be a good mom and get the kid the help that he needs. But, like, I don't know. I also just think this mom needs to, like, eat shit, you know? Like, she needs to realize that his behavior, well, but I don't know if she, you know, I don't know. I'm actually a little concerned with how she deals with his behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm kind of jumping here, but, like, genuinely, parents like these sound like the parents that raise serial killers. You know, not saying this kid is a serial killer, but, like, when they neglect a kid so hard and are so not open to getting them help, I'm guessing they're going to resort to other methods. You know? It's just so sad. Does the family know the kid is a nightmare? They know the kid is OP, they know the kid is a nightmare. They keep trying to pretend he's not and ignore the issue, but they know. They don't want to piss my sister off by mentioning it, as she goes nuclear with insults and fights whenever someone brings it up. I love my family, I love my nephew, and I love my sister, but is it so wrong to just ignore the issues he has? He needs help. There's something wrong in his head. I'm not saying that to be mean or cruel or ableist in any form, but it's true. Yeah, I feel like OP is just, like, saying how it is. Like, she doesn't need to, like, backpedal. I feel like she's doing a good job at just being like, hey, there are issues. I don't think it's ableist to, like, point out that there are issues. If anything, that's, like, anti-ableist. This is a response to a longer comment from OP. I really hope I wasn't offensive with my wording. It feels wrong, ? To say this kid has things wrong with him in his head or he's messed up in the head, but I genuinely don't know how else to describe it. I really don't phrase it that way to be mean or ableist or any kind of ist or phobic, but that's the only way I can think of to describe it without any diagnosis. I don't know how much help CPS would be. We live in a small town in the South. I don't even know if CPS has an office down in our town/district. The nearest town over is a rundown city with a high crime rate, child abandonment rate, and drug use rate, so I can imagine that CPS offices there are probably overwhelmed. Sounds like she has mental health issues. Okay, I'm guessing this is in response to a comment that says, sounds like she, OP's sister, has mental health issues too. OP responded, I don't want to speculate, but I don't think she does. I think she's just ableist towards mental health disorders specifically. I'm not saying that mentally ill people can't also be prejudiced towards others with disorders and mental illnesses, but she doesn't show any signs of having any mental illness, so I don't think she has any. I could always be wrong, as I'm not a therapist or doctor, but this is just my perspective from growing up with her. Commenter, maybe when he's too much for everyone else in your family and she really has no help at all, she will take steps to get her son the guidance he needs. OP, my parents used to try and tell her this when he was a smaller toddler and showing these behaviors. They were more tame then and have escalated as he got older. She blew up. Said that if they kept insulting her kid, she wouldn't let them see him again. Obviously, I can't imagine the position that put my parents in. They love their children and grandchildren, so I can imagine a threat like that would make them cave. OOP gives some insight on the sister's point of view. The problem is my sister doesn't want him to be diagnosed with anything. She has this belief that kids are overdiagnosed as a way for pharmaceutical companies and hospitals to get more money out of parents and insurance companies. And I agree to an extent that we do have an issue of over-medicalization in our country and that we tend to slap pills and medication over the problem rather than find a way to actually resolve it. However, that doesn't mean I think that medication isn't the solution in some cases. I don't know what would help my nephew, but I'm pretty sure that nothing is worse for... But I'm pretty sure that doing nothing is worse for him. No, I actually agree with this. Like, I think OP's perspective on this is great. Obviously, pharmaceutical companies make more money if more people are on the meds. So therefore, it's in their best interest to over-medicate as much as possible. That being said, there are times, and this is definitely a case, where medication 100% is necessary for somebody to function, for somebody to be able to function better in society. Or maybe better is not the right word, but you guys know what I mean, right? Like, or honestly, just for someone to function in society. I think that's what I was trying to say there. OOP's family and their views. My parents and brother don't share the same beliefs about mental illness that she does, and I was in no way raised in any way that could even remotely cause that belief. I'm still shocked, angry, and horrified she said that about my friend's wife. I almost feel like I need to address it in its... I almost feel like I need to address it by itself. She literally said my friend should be sterilized and prevented from having kids because she has a mental illness. I can't even wrap my head around how cruel someone can be to say that a woman who's always wanted to be a mom and is a great mom should be sterilized simply because she has a mental illness. Yeah, no, that was just some heinous ass shit to come out of her mouth. Like, and also, like, they mentioned, like, talk about the kettle calling the pot black. Like, that is insane. Like, I would argue that OP's sister, out of anybody in this story, is the person who should not be fucking having kids. Like, if you at all relate to OP's sister, please do us a favor and sterilize yourself. Like, we do have a couple of last few clarifications from OP. Number one, my sister makes enough money to live comfortably with her and her son. Hiring a sitter would put a bit of strain on that. They're in that financial bracket where they're comfortable, but they can't afford expensive things or afford to pay for extra things. I guess you could say they are lower middle class. Two, according to them, they are, parents being too old. Oh, according to them, according to my parents, they are too old. My mom retired early from a state job and has a part-time easy job, and my dad is still working a different state job for a few more years. 3, my sister's ex isn't the dad. My sister has red-brown hair. Her husband had brown hair. Kid came out with very light blonde hair. My family didn't see this as odd because I have a very light, white-looking blonde hair color, and one of my nieces also has blonde hair, so we just figured my sister carried the recessive gene. Husband wasn't suspicious of anything either until sister broke down in a panic at the blonde hair and confessed that while they had been on a short break after a fight, she had slept around a bit. Husband left because he didn't agree to opening the marriage during the break and didn't sign the birth certificate. Sister has no idea who the father is and has no way to get in contact with any of the guys she slept with. Oh, God, and this woman's a mother. Ugh. Man, that poor fucking kid, bro. Oh, man. That's fucked, dude. I just feel bad for this kid. Like, if the kid doesn't get help when they're younger, I just can't imagine that this doesn't snowball into this kid just becoming, or this kid having more problems in the future that make it even harder to bounce back from the problems that they're already having. I also have to say, I think it's so irresponsible of the parents, of OP's parents, to just sit back and allow their daughter to pull this shit with their grandson. Like, they should be the ones really adamantly being like, hey, you can pull your grandchild from us, but like, I would much rather not have contact with my grandchild than sit around and let my child ruin their kid because they refuse to believe that there are some kids who need medication. And that there are some kids that do need help from doctors. And there are like that, and that there are real issues. I'm basically just trying to say, I think the grandparents are complicit in this. I really do. I think the grandparents are only allowing OP's sister to further ruin this child's life. I think it would be more noble for them to sacrifice a chance at being able to hang out with their grandchild than just like letting it happen, bro. It's just disgusting behavior. Jules and Sad Boy, welcome to the stream. Damn, bro. Oh, that poor kid, bro. Wow, I skipped over this story. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oh, we got 2 updates. Y'all, honestly, I might end the stream after we read the 2 updates on this one. But we're chilling. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Vivid. I think the school system will probably eventually step in. But I don't know, though. If they're in a small town, and also if she decides to homeschool her kid, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have very much faith in it with the current circumstances that they have. I just don't have faith in that. Oh, man. Oh, we have 3 updates on this one. Okay, chat, let's strap in. I kind of want to get to these updates. Okay. Update post July 26th. Sorry. Update post July 26th, 2024. 3 days later. So, shit has hit the fan. My original post was about 3 days ago, and ever since that post, my sister's behavior escalated. I tried to talk to her about getting help for my nephew, and she kept screaming at me every time I brought it up. She said a lot of derogatory terms towards people with mental illnesses and mental disabilities, terms I won't repeat here. That wasn't the only escalation. She was at my door several times a day, starting 2 days ago, the day after I made my original post, banging on my door, screaming, crying, cursing, the works. She brought my nephew each time, and she always looked... Oh. She brought my nephew each time, and he always looked so confused and defeated. He was too tired to react or melt down like he normally does around loud noises, and it broke my heart to see that on my doorbell camera. I wasn't at my house. I was crashing with my friend and his wife. I took the advice of a commenter who said to put some physical distance between me and my sister. They said I was free to stay as long as I wanted, as long as I helped out with some house chores and childcare while I stayed, which I thought was more than fair. So I'm staying in their guest room currently. I'm still with them, even though my sister isn't much of a problem. Many will be glad to know that my sister won't have parental rights over my nephew soon. She dropped him off at a safe haven site in the middle of the night. Totally a fun phone call to wake up to at 2 in the morning. And my nephew is currently with my parents. I mean, shit, bro, that's probably the best move. Like, as much as that's fucking shitty, like, at least now maybe she'll lose custody of the kid and the kid can actually get the help that he needs. Damn. So, social services placed him with my parents and he's set to have mandatory therapy. In my state, don't know if it's different in others, if a child is abandoned in any way, safe haven or not, a physical and mental health exam is done. Other than being a little bit underweight, my nephew was physically healthy. He wasn't being physically abused like a few people were worried, but it was obvious he needed mental health. So he'll be starting therapy sessions soon, as mandated by a caseworker. We are not looking for my sister. After she dropped her son off, she left. She had quit her job a few weeks back, sold her car, and even her house a few weeks ago, and had been renting a place. So this was planned. In my personal opinion, she planned to abandon her son the day I was babysitting my friend's baby, which is why she had such a nuclear reaction. She did leave a note saying she can't do it anymore. She met someone, and that she doesn't want to be a mom to my nephew anymore. In her note, she said she deserves a normal kid and not a burden like my nephew. I seriously hope that my sister doesn't have any more kids with this mystery person she's referencing, but it seems like she's running off to start a new life and family. She still has 30 days to reclaim rights over my nephew, but it doesn't look like she'll do that. Time will tell. Oh, please, for the love of God, I hope she doesn't. Like, don't get me wrong, I really hope karma's coming her way because no mom should just abandon their child, but like, for this child's sake, this might be the best move. High key, probably the best move. Like I said, I'm still with my friends because I was worried my sister would do something. My parents and brother have also been blowing up my phone and coming to my house, switching between apologies and blaming me for this. Yo, dude, honestly, fuck this family. How are you gonna blame them for this? There's only one person to blame, and it's your fuck-ass daughter who dropped off her baby because she refused to believe that he had mental health issues. Like, what do you mean you're gonna blame OP? They think that maybe if I babysat that day, she wouldn't have done this. But I think she wanted me to babysit so she could do this. I'm not mad at them for blaming me. I understand that my sister's... OP, come on, bro. The fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean you're not mad at them for blaming you? I understand that my sister is still their family and they're rightfully in shock and want someone to blame. They're human, and I know humans can be cruel sometimes while going through shock and grief. That's an explanation, not an excuse. Nah, bro. I think low contact with this family minimum. Because I understand. I understand being upset. But the only blame that is to be blum, that's not the right word, but it seemed like the right thing to say because it sounds silly. The only blame to be going around right now is on this sister. And I think it is incredibly unfair and incredibly, I'll say it, abusive for them to continue to be harsh and blame OP. That is not a family you ever want to be around. Evil Core, thank you for the €2.50. I appreciate you. 250 euro. Here comes zeros from Germany again. One for the cat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think OP needs to be more mad, y'all. Like I will always appreciate a very understanding human being, but there's a point where understanding becomes letting yourself get walked on. And I've been there, chat. I've been there. And this is just coming from somebody who looks back at times when I let people walk on me and wish I would have been, and wish I would have stood up for, but wish I would have stood up for myself, but wish I would have stood up for myself instead. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, that's life right now. I'm currently sitting on the couch with my friend's baby while my friend is at work and his wife does a quick grocery run. She was going to take the baby, but I insisted on watching him so she didn't have to hassle with the car seat in the very stormy weather we have in our area right now. This update is all over the place. I feel like I'm rambling. There's still a lot of unknown stuff regarding my sister and nephew, but for now, this is the update. I don't know if I'll post more regarding the situation. My friend's wife is telling me I should relax and just not think about anything relating to this until I'm more level-headed. But I don't think that's possible. There is one relevant comment and a response from OP. Commenter, your sister clearly has her own severe mental health issues she's refusing to acknowledge. As fucked up as it might have been, this is the best for your nephew. Also, I didn't know you could just drop off a child at any age at a place like that. I thought any child over 2 couldn't be released like that. OP, I don't know my state laws, so I don't know. Because I'm not directly involved in the case, I'm not getting updates. When I say, we are not looking for her, I mean me and my family. Police could be looking for her, but I'm out of the loop on this whole case. I really do hope that one of these 2 updates have some sort of karmic retribution for OP's sister, because by God, do I want this sister to suffer. Just evil, bro. Oh yeah, sorry, Evil Core. We already gave the boy treats. We already gave the handsome. Oh, he's right here though. Here, handsome man, come say hi, real. Sweet man. Ooh. Oh, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Oh, he's trying. I'm trying to avoid it. I'm trying to prevent him from digging his nails into my chest. Mwah. Oh, you guys can't hear me. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear him purring? I don't know if it's loud enough, but he's purring right now. I put him right up against the mic, so I don't know if you guys heard that. Oh, these are some pets from Evil Core, Mr. Beans. These are some pets. Oh, you guys could hear it? Oh, cute. Cutie! Hey, baby boy. I see the Beans hair flying. He's shedding a little bit. He's a little sheddy boy. Look at him. Got a little bit of beans on my hand. Hey, buddy. I love you.
Look at him with his little paws hanging down. Y'all, I love this cat so much, bro. He's always here for me, bro. I just want to spoil him and give him, like, the best life. That's all I care about, chat. That's all I care about. Alright? My happiness doesn't matter. Only beans. Only beans. Mwah. Who the hell told Beans he could be so cute? I don't know, bro. Who told you? Who gave you permission? Who gave you permission? Oh, Vivid, you want some pets too? Okay. Here's some pets from Vivid. These are just pets from chat. Chat just wants to show you so much love because you're such a sweet boy. Yeah. Thank you for all the love you're showing me right now. Oh. Oh, hi. Oh, now he's biting me? No, don't bite me. Please don't. That hurts. It's on my bare skin. Thank you. He's free to go whenever he wants. I don't know why he's... I know. Don't do that. You're free to go whenever you want. Don't bite me. Please don't. I know. Beans is master, you are servant. That is so true, Michael. I might just put him down, chat. He's kind of riled up. He's giving me a couple of bites. Yeah, there you go. I figured he wanted to go. I try not to, like, make him do anything that he doesn't want to do. Whew. Yeah. No skin was broken, so we're good. No skin was broken, so we're chilling, chat. Ben hissing is so... Guys, it's literally the only thing he reacts to, bro. Hey, sad boy, thank you for joining the Bean support group, baby. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for supporting me and my son. Yeah, guys, hissing at him's the only thing I found that gets him to stop biting. Chest hair goes hard. Thank you. The little chest hair that I can grow. It's very sad, honestly. Alrighty, chat. We had fun with our baby boy. We had fun with our silly, handsome man. Let's knock out these updates. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm losing a little bit of steam. I also want to get a little bit of packing done tonight. And I have to finish up and finalize the video that's about to come out. So, yeah. So let's wrap these up, okay, chat? Light little 3-hour stream for you guys, though. You're welcome. You're welcome. Alrighty, guys, here we go. You guys have liked the hell out of this stream, but if you haven't liked up the stream yet, make sure to do so. Would be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, turn on the post notification. All right. Update post 2, August 6th, 2024, 11 days later. I think this is coming in as an Am I the A-hole post because the title is, Would I be the a-hole for forgiving but not forgetting my family for blaming me for what my sister did? My sister abandoned her 5-year-old son a little less than 2 weeks ago and fled. Police are looking for her, but she hasn't been found yet. My nephew is with my parents and is in therapy. When that first happened, my parents were quick to blame me because I had refused to babysit the kid in the past, and the weekend before my sister ultimately abandoned him. Oh. Sorry, let me reread that. When this first happened, my parents were quick to blame me because I had refused to babysit the kid in the past, and the weekend before my sister ultimately abandoned him. They think that They think had I babysit him that day, she wouldn't have fled. I've been staying with my friends since then, and oh my God, it's chill here. They're young parents with a baby, and yet it's chill here. Everyone is happy. They talk things out when there are issues. They work together. I've met both parents of my friends, and they're nice and polite. Obviously, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but I have seen some bickering, and they always find a way to resolve it. Growing up, my parents always argued a lot. My siblings were always loud and cruel to each other at times, and there always had to be someone to blame. If you were the person who was blamed, you were insulted and shunned for a while, then they would apologize. You were always expected to forgive and forget. My parents are trying to apologize to me about their blowout at me regarding my sister, and I can understand their initial feelings. I'm willing to forgive, but I know my family will also expect me to forget, but I can't forget. I don't think I can forget this whole situation, so I'm wondering if I would be the a-hole if I choose to forgive them, but refuse to forget this whole thing. I mean, y'all already know my answer. Like, I still think OP needs to go no contact with this entire family. Like, just based off of that post too, like, I can tell this family's toxic as shit. Like, if you saw a family function like a normal family should function, and you were like, wow, this is kind of crazy. Girl, go no contact with your family and get therapy. Because, like, just in no way has OP's family acted in the proper way throughout this entire story. Every single corner, every turn, every new information that is presented to us, the family reacts in a terrible way. I just think at a certain point, it's like, let's just keep the peace for yourself as a human being who doesn't want to live in constant, I don't even know what to call it. In a constantly hostile family. Unless that's what you want your reality to be until the day that you die, I think you just need to go no contact. I think this family sucks. I think you can find a better family. I think you can find better people to call your family in your life who aren't going to treat you like shit and use you as a scapegoat whenever something bad happens. I don't know. Me personally. Hey, Campbell's Noodle Soup. Welcome to the stream. Random Internet Kid. Welcome to the stream. Beans on the couch. Is he really? Beans on the couch, chat. Beans. Oh, he's licking himself. Wait, guys, I've always wanted to try this. Hold on. Have y'all seen that shit? Have y'all seen that shit when they like clean themselves and then their owners like push back the fur that they just cleaned and then they give them a dirty look? Look at him. He's so silly. Oh, now he's looking at me because I'm being loud. Beans. Hi. Hello, handsome man. Hey. All right. Mr. Beans. Hello, sweet boy. There's some like noises happening outside my apartment too, so he's like stripping out about it. What's up, sweet boy? Hello, pretty handsome man. Guys, I'm so excited for my next stream setup. There's gonna be places for Beans to hang. Oh, what a loaf. What a good loaf from the handsome boy. I love him, chat. I love him. That is my son. That is my pretty handsome boy. Luo, welcome to the stream. Wee Woo, welcome to the stream. Minor Antagonist, welcome to the stream. Iris Bear, welcome to the stream. Glad you guys can make it. Glad you guys could make it. Yeah, Beans is loafing, chat. Beans is a little loafy boy. My sweet, handsome loafy man. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a handsome boy you are, Mr. Beans. Who's the handsome boy? It's you. I love him, chat. I love him. That's my son. That's my sweet handsome man. Oh my God, Lua. Lua coming in here with a 5 gifted. Lua, you didn't have to, bro. I appreciate you, Lua. Guys, if you got a gifted membership from Lua, make sure to say thank you, okay? If you ever get a gifted membership, gifted sub from anybody, all that I ask is that you say thank you, okay, chat? Lua, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you. I apologize, Lua. You kind of came towards the end of the stream. We got one more update to cook through. I apologize. But don't you worry. There will be plenty more streams. Also, the VOD will always be live if you want to watch the VOD. Oh, Roy T. Chat. Guys, I kind of want to wrap up the story so I can wind down for a bit, get my YouTube video ready for you guys tomorrow, and pack up a little bit because I need to lock in on the packing part, chat. We're getting close. We're getting way too close. Okay. Y'all, we have a new update to this post. April 29th, 2025, 8.5 months later. The title of this post, another Am I the A-hole post, Am I the A-hole for spending the exact amount of money I claimed I didn't have? I'm about to be done with this whole BS and ready to just completely cut contact with my family after this whole mess. My sister got arrested a few months ago on several charges, including child endangerment/abandonment and drug charges. She's been court-ordered to go to an inpatient rehab, but our state doesn't pay for it, which means that she has to pay for it. She does not have a job and has little to no savings after burning through them on some drug bender. I work remotely and have a pretty decent income. Wow, wait, hold on. So not only did she abandon her child, but she abandoned her child to become a drug addict. Mother of the fucking year, chat. Awful. Awful shit. I work remotely and have a pretty decent income for my field and area. My parents are saying that I need to pitch in and help pay for the rehab because they and my brother and his wife are also paying a portion. And if I contribute, then they won't need to pay as much because it will be split 5 ways instead of 4. Absolutely fucking not, OP. Here's where I think I'm definitely the a-hole. I asked my parents for the exact amount they want me to contribute. It was a fairly decent amount. I could afford it, but I was feeling petty after everything with my sister. My best friend recently had her second baby. Yay. And I decided to take the exact amount my parents requested from me and spent it on getting my friend some extra baby supplies, toys, decorations, clothes, and a few early Mother's Day gifts. Don't get me wrong. Petty as fuck. Girl, that's your money. With how awful your family has treated you, in no way, shape, or form do I recommend giving any of them any of your hard-earned money. When my mom texted me and asked for the money, I sent a picture of my shopping spree for my friend and said I had already spent the money on a proper mom. Oh, damn. And said I had already spent the money on a proper mom. I mean, she's cooking. She didn't. I see no lies. When my mom, she called me an a-hole and said I could have just said no and not give them hope I would pay. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? I think I am, but I feel justified. I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit, but like I didn't like your family in the first place, so like you're just giving them the same energy that they're giving you. In my eyes, that's how I see it. Edit, title might be confusing. I told them I had the money, then after they got their hopes up, I said I didn't have it anymore because I spent it. Because I spent it on someone else. Sorry for the confusion. Someone commented, not the a-hole for giving the money. You're the a-hole for lying and then mocking. OP, yeah, I can admit that. I'm just so fed up with them trying to get me to cover my sister's irresponsible ass. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but if anybody deserves some lying and mocking, it's this fucking family. Like, I truly think OP should have, instead of being petty, just gone no contact just gone no contact and told them to up yours, but like, I can't say that I'm not a little happy that OP was able to be petty towards this awful family. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy OP finally like stood their ground and gave them a little shit back, you know? It's probably, I will admit, it's probably not the most efficient. I will admit it's probably not the most polite, efficient, non-a-hole thing to do, but I'm gonna go with you do you, sis, you know? Like, yeah. Justified. That's what I'm saying. Justified a-hole move. I like that, Echo. I think that's very true. Like, yeah, it fucking was mean, but like, justified. Hey, look at Simone having some good manners. I think Alina also had good manners somewhere up here. Yeah. Alina, thank you guys for having good. Thank you guys for being polite when you're gifted subs, gifted memberships. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are such a cool community. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all making streams fun. I appreciate you guys supporting. I appreciate you guys being kind to one another. Like, that's literally all I care about. I think it's called a justified a-hole. Okay, I'm gonna start using that, y'all. Not constructive, but in the long run, doesn't matter. She did a good thing. Yeah, that's what I think, too. All righty, you guys. Like I said, I wanted to keep this stream at like 3 hours, and we're almost at 3 hours on the dot. Actually, we are at 3 hours, but now we're past. Y'all get it. Chat, like I said, let me recap, all right? These next 2 weeks, priority is move. Priority is not YouTube channel, it's just move. So I'm gonna try to stream as much as possible this week. I don't know what that looks like. That could be 2 more times, that could be 1 more time. I really don't know, y'all. I can't promise anything just because I am so swamped right now. But just know I'm going to try to give you guys as much content as possible. But yeah, if you're not seeing that many streams from me, if you're not seeing that many YouTube videos from me, it's not because I am abandoning y'all. It's because I'm really busy right now. So, once June rolls around, though, we should be rocking and rolling. Don't y'all worry, chat. Don't y'all worry. I appreciate you guys supporting. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys for coming out to stream. There will be a new video tomorrow morning for y'all. So don't forget about that. If you guys haven't liked up the stream, make sure to do so before you leave. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following on Twitch. And make sure those post noties are on. Also, join up on the Discord. Throughout the entire week, I was updating people in the Discord about what I was doing, what was going on, specifically in Yeast Gang. Make sure to join the Discord. The Discord link is pinned at the top of both the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat. I appreciate y'all. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you guys at some point during this week. I will go live again. I pinky swear it'll at least be 1 more time. At least 1 more time. Until then, I'm going to go pack y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Bye. Mwah.